the Romano.
So they
have that same problem, both the MPP and then the NDC. MPP they don't put the apart from Ibu Asa. What I say, Obia interest, you say, you make your position on your baby tra. May a youth organizer, may a constituency, a women organizer. Some of the women organizers, they don't even know how to communicate. Waba beji position. What for? Who a woman organizer? You can't go on radio to talk to people.
Or they train school feeding.
What I say? Some of these people, you don't give them such positions.
Yeah.
What I say? Say station in the bread, party in the bread, edu electioner. Depending some boom ding. Chairman Basti, Efo, Tokodu, the secretary, Masa. One from number from one is a one from one. The one from say because they have the chat. And all discuss here. Or no, I have for the because can hear some say. So Onyaka government the anyway Canada dear vie a kaba me dear vie. Not the cannabis see takrade.
Now a TSC.
Not the popa. Uncle Katakwase because Takwa no candidate be it was young candidate no one could no or any juma.
Because so her 18% equal could be a minimum say for more
Obaka justify
obey for swan so reasoning here.
But it's in the second always cut catano. Or no so communicated better or hold more mobile.
Ebin ho. The boy say one thing a manager MPP for no say MPP for no everybody in power. Masa, omu yuso omu power the party ye niema. Ebi te say madam asema na wo kan. Madam nya kwan enko radio so anopa.
Already anopa de onya.
But at least enka nwumre no itinerary dia masa afo no.
Why?
Eni ese nko mo kwa. Madam ko na nke bi
no alaji to. Wo bodu kwa bo tu. Wo ba agbesi. Wo bo esien.
Ma bo esien.
Agbesi onye communicator, onye you. Onye regional communicator. Onye secretary e wo mpo ho. But because there's nobody there to do that communication, and Wafakano, and it's very good. Very solid
analysis.
But yes, it is how yes, sir. All said you are no pass. Say be a Juma quest and not more work. No, he has to leave that in and then come on radio and then communicate to the government.
Because seriously, radio stations say wahanka NDC for Mudia Tomo and yes, and can numerous programs nibi krasen and that can. And party in power then HSM to mean select radio station.
No, but like Jenna because
entire time.
Ningina the structures are both political parties in Penifo Dienim no omon to near me. That is why no the two parties, not you. The two parties, but Takwa did there. Okay, say confirm and then there be. But for the regional, for the constituency
level, no.
The two parties were ready for.
But when you make us NDC the no form no. Because as a party in power, they have all the machineries on to media then.
Bam.
And they are here Jumano. From the regional level. And by this time of Krano saying Kenya regional level Numpunanka. Mo jaya Jumani diama and asa Jumano what sa constituency for no one or more year. Say Abrenia Branubia and asa medium fidisi caneba. I didn't think about young to mean groomy boys in the B. Young to especially a man. Young groom your movie because Adam because Madame Betana. Madam was the only person who to me be defend the assembly or projects as a
honey baby a maba. What to say? It's only few women, but we accounted for. Lady Bakurana first of friend, meaning whether she has traveled or to maintain. I'm so friend Josephine. And I bet you could talk of Aliba and then Abi.
Abi.
So that Abi no cha.
Yeah.
But Obi say Alima ne there. Or no bet also no NDC. And Josephine no NDC. But the rest.
Because serious, very well.
For they say other radio stations, you know.
How many time be a panelist panel?
Well, Obia Ben say fine. When you don't involve me, I won't come. Also, Basika say MPP program because if you don't invite me, it means I'm not welcome. My name is Adankwa Enkodi Enkomo. Now on the 27th or the survey be about Mountain so. Ebe cheche near mem near there, but yanya konya ne nin komo. Enti ene yanya konya ne no enin komo. Musa Dankwa CEO at the ma Global Info Analytics. Otimenka. Assalamu alaikum Musa.
Wa alaikum salam.
Na pom ti saying.
Nyamina dum.
Alright. ya da radiase papa na we de mo ahamo akwa abado ba big FM 96.7 ye wo Western Region Takrade na yebutu na on the 27th of July last month na wo de ye sabibi de ebetu onte na ye nya akwanya ene wo ndi enkomo na we de pese wo ne metiefo ebe ya adwene aka wo de FM kakra na church enememu enema wo de betu abonte no ene ne eka the figures echre
we yes poll in July. Special poll in the sense that Yeni am over 7,300.
Moza bacho position we my kakra. I think it's okay now.
Okay. Miss Yeni Limpabe 7,700. Anything on telephone across all the 16 regions. Now, the Ebony says, Sankofoya, and nobody can wait. A best half from Mubium every 3 months. The same people biome. And then Pufra, nobody can but the same people know over the next 3 months. Now, Yasha, baby, Omagini, Ejina. Compared to Adrian Mudimaya last month. That's the context. Osha, Yane about 1,451 engaged or Greater Accra, Ashanti 1,370, and so on and so forth. Each region be based on the number of people or that region. So you get a sample based on the population of voters. Nkufuya enumudi gitawe only nkrofo you share them in the field face to face over the years. And now on my telephone number and almost say you do time a bit here adventure yam chero mo bium na omunchero magin. Inti ye friend of I've been say be free 45% are omi NDC for 96.7 FM. 34% are omi MPP for. 12% are omi floating voters. 2% are support other political parties. And 7% are almost normally omo count party edge.
Yeah.
But you didn't you be some say omo confirming political party or modum. Even though you are talked to, but you are kind something I talk to. Into almost kind train party or modom. Yeah, data no. Any who say, Omo no say Omo ye MPP for no. I pick you 34% no. A swati about 28%. Omwana makachira so be MPP for in the short to afi ye no kita hono ebinumu asam position NDC na 45% yewie no omko 44% SWAT 1%.
Yeah,
floating voters na 12% afi eco 18%. Other parties and society 2%. But omo say omo ye non-disclosed. So across by 1%. So here NPP Eluzu by 6%, NDC 1%. Okanabumwa 6% no echo floating voters and the 1% echo not disclosed. Confirming yet again say MPP numbers no SOT.
Wow. So the direction of the country.
Yes. Ibisa almost say o mine economy say ekoyi and koyi, right or wrong direction. 60% say right direction, 28% say wrong direction, 12% have no opinion. We share the whole Ghana hangina most voters by plurality or majority. Almost say the country is headed in the right direction. Ashanti region from Accra, right direction 44%. Wrong direction 41%, and no opinion 14%. Beside Ashanti region, no, every region here is about 50%, except Northeast as well. Northeast 46 right direction, 43 wrong direction. So we Ashanti region is Northeast car. Omope and even though it's majority, but it's below 50%. Every region here say right direction. Ocean regional MPP win Eastern regional. Right direction 54%, wrong direction 29%. Over the question about performance of the president, Oman Penny, the bottom board is saying 72% say they approve of the way he's doing his job. Actually, the last national tracking poll with the randomly placed na 71. But we're not comparing that to this because we a telephone poll purely. And even this one, they approve at 72%. Disapprove at 21%. 7% have no opinion. Over the regions, in the case of approval, every region.
Yeah, what the graph shows right now.
Yes. Yeah. There's no single region which doesn't approve of the way he's doing his job. Ashanti region, 56% approval. Disapproval. Ashanti region, yes, 56%. Disapproval, 36%. Eastern region, 71% approve, 22% disapprove. Northeast region, 59% approve, 37% disapprove. And you understand why I'm sticking to these three regions?
Yeah.
Because I want an MPP winning in the last election. And in those places, Mahama is doing well above the direction of the country. So, it didn't say Nkoye, but they don't blame him. They still approve him for his job.
Also, so let's also go with the rating of key government policies.
Yes. Call the rating of key government policies. In fact, 4 of the policies have received pass mark, and 2 have received fail mark. Over no academic fee policy.
So,
yes.
Okay.
6.1 out of 10 say. Rating 6.1 out of 10. Over the $10 billion big push now, 6 out of 10. Tax reliefs, 5.8 out of 10. National apprenticeship and Ejumawura policy, 5.5 out of 10. Over the Women's Development Bank, 4.6 out of 10 to Wafili. And a 24-hour economy, 4.2 out of 10, and so Wafili.
I see. So, okay, this were the selected ones,
Yes.
Okay. And so the no academic fee, the 10 billion big push, tax reliefs, national apprenticeship, and the Jumera development bank. And that, no, I red. What highlighting red no 4.6, 4.2. Now let's come back to one critical research about the standard of living compared to a year ago.
Yes. Any a question they be bisa every time be a quite bisa. Bisa almost say was it name and ne it is saying compared to Afia it came with. Bisa no 53% say I improve. 19% say I worse. 23% say to be behind science sanity. 5% say they have no opinion. Into here, majority of Ghanaians say life and standard of living has improved compared to a year ago.
And then you have the affiliations.
Now, over party affiliation of those respondents are MPP form say I improve 20%. MPP form say I West 44%. MPP form say NCSI 31%. No opinion 6%. Over NDC form say I improve 80%. 4% say I West. 12% say NCSI and 3% say omni opinion. Over omu floating voters are 48% say I improve. 17% say iOS, 32% say BBNC sign, and 3% say omni opinion. Over omu party no entry.
Not disclosed for.
45% say I improve. 14% say iOS, 32% say BBNC sign, sanity. 9% say omni opinion. But amudum other smaller political parties, 51% say I improve. 13% say iOS, 21% say sanity behind the sign, and 15% say omni opinion. So on the overall score, no, MPP form and most of them are say iOS. Every other vote in the book graphic say I improve. So you either believe the rest of the people or believe MPP people.
So the optimism for improvement in standard, and you said next 12 months.
Yes. So Mr. say, Omo say in next 12 months, ebeku ye, you remember go and I say ebe worse compared to what they are experiencing today. 71% say Omo say enema be better echeng ene by a year's time or in a year's time. 14% say they be ebe worse cheng ene. And 15% said they have no opinion. In Tunisia, people are very optimistic about the future.
Now, the critical question: the President Mohammed's third term, where people are now talking as with a lot of debate going on that issue. No, JDM says he will not seek for a third term, and Mubisa said, "Do you agree or disagree with him?" Tell us more on that one.
65% say they agree with him. Said uncle, omoneni agree. 27% say there be omoneni agree. Wakan but omoneni agree. And 8% say they have no opinion. Now over political party lines, 76% of MP before said that omoneni agree. Say more uncle. NDC for 59%. Floating voters 69%. Not disclosed for 56%. Other political parties 63%. But Ubisa said, amount for being Mrs. Wow, pay political, say uncle term. Only Sankrof only a dream, and I only a dream. A honor. 50% say omani omo pay piano to kono omani nya dream. 40% say omani ya dream.
Which mean they agree.
Yes, they agree. And 10% say they have no opinion. So 50% don't agree and 40% agree.
I see.
Now, Ocean political parties MPP for more agree, say Mahama Uncle for third term. MPP for 14%.
Yeah.
NDC for say Uncle third term 63%. Floating voters are almost see Uncle 33%. Almost party no, almost 24%. Other parties 33%. So here, Ubia say me uncle by majority except NDC4.
There another one there, the regional tribunals.
Yes, it be some say Abayano set up tribunals in the regions to address the challenges of the traditional court. No, Abayano say court no case those who in some a check and sign on attending into of the tribunal. Almost so and almost 4 so 63% say tribunal no almost so and almost family 19% say almost so 17% say new opinion. So majority of Ghanaians approve tribunal system. Over party lines, every political party support to, including MPP voters.
They do the other parliament in Kwao.
Helping encourage MPP for support tribunal 45%. NDC for 82%. Voting voters 55%. 48% among our party in 48% support tribunal. And among smaller parties 60%.
Now I had no say over a regional base now. Those in the Ashanti region now approval near 44. No, I have region near 44. Ashanti region 52.
Yes.
Bono region 48. Bono East region 62. Central region 77. Eastern region 69. Greater Accra region Nipa 63. Northeast 65. Northern region 50. Oti region 65. Savannah 64. Upper East region 67. Upper West 82. Volta region 73. And Western region 65. And Western North 76. Approve regional tribunals. No,
I think the reason is that among for pay accountability, whether they are in any region, we don't care which region it is, they want accountability. Also, by political party lines, even MPP people want accountability. That's why they are backing the tribunal.
Yeah,
they don't listen to what their people are telling them.
Now Abutika de be deum.
Now Abutika ambe some go.
Oh, Abutika tradition so abebu how.
Yes, if people say who amount for the said they are buying here no omo for aso na omo for aso. The case court omo nyanwie na mo kukuru no be ko America. Did they support the government action taken to America before his appeal has been exhausted? Almost no. Gabana so about the train will be the appeal and sound.
I see. Now,
Oman Cassie, Oman Force say almost think Oman in the appeal for the and sound almost now.
All right, Yambra baby, tough questions. No one near there. The key issues are voters in 2028. Now, what the economy, jobs, cost of living, education, roads, others, healthcare, corruption, city stability, utility costs, petroleum prices, taxes, water and sanitation, doomsaw, LGBTQ plus, ethnicity, and then religion. Now, who leads the NDC in 2028 election? The NDC raised 2028, and why a nice graph? Can you explain to us?
Who beside Ghana say wine and the Omunino partner for 2020. Chairman
how many breaky?
Chairman General 31%. Atuforcing 31%. So Atuforcing any asserting criteria a tie among Ghanaians at the moment. Haven't reduced to 15%.
No, what about from Pau?
I think it is beginning to be Enko Yimano. Jenana 9%, Debra 8%, Alabi 2%, Elikopoku 1%, someone else 2%. A 2-horse race.
I see. Now, the outlook for 2028 election are to forcing Dr. Baumia with Kennedy Japan, but I don't know the Kennedy back home.
A scenario based for higher agenda. Almost see base no ebeko ombeko intimi fa Kennedy nka ho no omo ye hwe baby a akenzi no ebeko. And for me too, it's very important. Say omo a etiseng the Onimuswa it is saying Obamwa, why not Obehano? And that's the question this said the very clearly.
Okay, so you say 2028 election October forcing 57.5%. Dr. Baumadu Baumia 35.3%. And Kennedy here in Japan 4.3%. The rest, Nana Kwame and then Alan, almost Ewase Honum. Can you explain this one to us?
Yes, Ubisa man for say you can see say Atuforcing is almost the same level as Mahama in 2024.
No, 51, no, when you're 57.5.
In fact, Mahama is 56 point something. Atuforcing is now on 57.5 on this poll. Now Baumia or 41. I feel Eswati about 35.3.
41, what here but from about 35.
Yeah,
the last time we were there, no, 41.
Yeah, we a unique poll. We a telephone poll, but last election we had 41.
Yes.
Inti so the Ken the can 35 is almost 40%.
That is because of Ken Abemintino.
Exactly.
70.
Inti they have to be very careful. In fact, they have to be very careful how they handle Kennedy.
All right, so the possibility is if Ken decides he'll go for the base there, then this is how the split is going to be, because they are Alan here and they said no be na Ken so babe.
I think Ken will do worse than Alan in terms of damages to MPP.
Why? Because Ken no one base, you know.
Ken will base. Alan, he didn't have the base.
70. So okay, so now if it's okay, so you say to force against Baumia and we say na and now with Johnson and Sedun Ketiano 54.2%, and then Baumia 37.1%, then Ken 4.8%.
Yes.
There's someone else and all of that, and also Alan, and then this one to Nana Bediako, and so
technically, I said Ketia will perform far less than Atuforcing against Baumia and Kennedy. Say Asedun Ketia Ekwa. Baumia na besu ekosro 37.1%. Beka 95.
Yeah, we had that discussion the other time.
Ken so na or 4.3 4.8. So say Ketia ba, then the hope for Baumia rises.
But say kwaya to force here, the chances the NDC increase.
Yes.
Why Baumia decrease?
Yes. And it shows Atuforcing from this data is performing better than Mahama in 2024.
And you will not be able to tell us the magic between the two. Say the Ghanaian voter, no, why are they choosing Kessiel Atuforcing over Baumia? And I say they are choosing Baumia over Atuforcing. The two, no.
So let me give you two data from party affiliation side.
Okay.
Against Atuforcing gets 7% of MPP supporters.
Repeat that one again.
Against Bawumia and Kennedy. Atu forcing 7% of NPP supporters vote. Bawumia gets 88% of MPP votes. And Ken gets 4% of MPP vote. Over NDC 4, Atu forcing gets 91% of NDC vote. Bawumia gets 4% of NDC vote. Kennedy gets 2% of NDC vote. Over floating voters, Atu forcing gets 53% of floating
voters. 53.
Yes. Bawumia 29%. And Kennedy 12%. Omo support to other political parties. Atu forcing gets 45%. Bawumia 22%. Ken 18%. Omo count party entry 48% Atu forcing, 39% Bawumia, and 7% for Kennedy. Over the same demographic for Asevin Ketia, Asevin Ketia is getting 6% of MPP for Atu forcing.
Asevin Ketia no 60. Why Atu forcing 90%?
No. Atu forcing gets 7% of MPP.
Okay.
But Nketia gets 6%.
Okay.
6%.
Okay.
Over Omo support to MPP Amutuma Bawumia against Atu forcing Nketia. Bawumia now gets 89% of MPP support. Against Atuno 88.
Big 96.7 FM.
And Ken 5% under Nketia race. But under Atu forcing no, onya 4%.
So now the choices for the two parties.
When Asevin Ketia comes in the race, MPP voters rally behind Bawumia and Kennedy more. Now over NDC, Atu forcing gets 91% of NDC support. 91%. Yen had the Asevin Ketia enya among NDC4. Over NDC4 for Asevin Ketia, aya 90%. Atu forcing 91%. Over floating voters in Ketia 43%. But Atu forcing 53%. So Atu forcing is doing 10% better among
yes, with the floating voters.
Crucial block, no. I think
Omo decide no.
Yes. And then Uber those not disclosure. Atu forcing any Bawumia Atu 48, Bawumia 39. But at Asevin Ketia any Bawumia 41 Asevin Ketia 40 Bawumia time. Uber Omo support to other parties more. Atu forcing 45%, but Nketia 36%. So Atu forcing is doing better across all demography than Asevin Ketia. That is why Asevin Ketia is on 54.2 and Atu forcing 57.5.
Wow. Now, okay, we need to say the next way now, you factor in those things because we want to see, say, because they say Obi bisa baka say bia Bawumia economist Mahama communicator like or communication or no ne field no it you can separate from the two. So if I'm voting I know say this one is an economist, this one is in very good at communication as ne mark or no so that Ghana for to me who why they are choosing be Bawumia over Atu forcing or why they are choosing Atu forcing over Bawumia. Meaning say if it's clear.
Mami share June poll. The June poll I think say besides say who would you trust to better manage Ghana's economy? Let me see whether I have that data. But besides who would you trust to better manage Ghana's economy? And I think Adolphus was by far ahead.
Okay, that means Ghana for no nim say some of the economy nema Adolphus no betumi managing ye as in Baumia, and that is where the clarity comes in now.
Yes.
Big FM. Why KASA?
All right. Because the other time, because I can say, omu NDC to me, to about now, pay the data and what they say, So to me, I can't say, Adolphus in there, the likely possibility they say, one more the chance to win the 2028 election. But say, you mentioned one candidate where Baumia also have the chance to also come up those things.
Share the polling data from June, January, July, we only focus on the top 2 NDC candidates, the front runners. Yemfa Ubia and Kahun any matchup against Baumia because who say a waste of time.
Okay.
Because all the races is only Adolphus and Nasir Ketia that are clear out there, so we have to focus on them. But when we focus on the rest, Jenana against Baumia, Jenana was leading Baumia around 44% to 40%. And she was the only one who was leading Baumia apart from Adolphus and Nasir Ketia.
Okay.
Obama Kanini, Baumia is leading them.
All right.
So it's not true that any candidate NDC elect would defeat Baumia. That is a fantasy.
All right. Mabija was so that Menda was Papa Pasoni a Dinko Cheche and Nemem and FJ for. Well, thank you so much for your time.
Medasi.
All right. I was at the 7 see you at the Global Info Analytics, Musa Dankwa, and Metumi, and then Adrian Koma, and also Eddie and Sam Eddie Guho, Ediama, a year minimum team for Ebiana Fay, and I would do a video to a Uti Big FM 96.7. Alaji Razak Kumbasere, say, what ye a year and 7 no Ebi. Do you have something to say?
There be a Musadam but sometimes in the machine, they be a bet warren. Benin and say, Yebeka Saja, or now conducting the pools are Yenimi course or here, Baby Odi free a tertiary.
Yeah.
At the junior high level.
Yeah.
Now, over the rate at which a man for the SWAT to me at the Tabanasa political parties, maybe dear, above for ma. Now, Utumuse. Boss say ye can't battle na Ghana no.
But you see, I did okay ye me who ye. Sir Ken factor do. And this thing I've been saying it too. Say if the MPP say woman yom near year, likely possibility say Ken ebe how. Because Ken no base Alan no needs our base no sir. It's even in the Ashanti region say because deeper. And even the Ashanti region, no disaster says most of them will even vote for Ken instead of Baumia.
Oh, and they be brave. Who
said? I
had the tribal in the baby sentiment in the room kakra. Wahoo. And now, okay, Kennedy, dear, no, Ebin and I can't land because so whoever be a kikako say, South for me and Sanabe Kambuma. And no see, I did not already near her say, even Alan and Pane, Chimuse, Alan in Yubiano, her affect MPP as a party. Ewo 2024 general elections no mu na se omontumi antena se antoto niema yie anhu kwan befa so omode Kennedy ebe san so back to the party na so oba party ni so a oba beboa ama campaign ne obeboa ama campaign ne other issues nso ayeden akoso a boss se Kennedy tin ho sesia ya 2028 likely say ebe ha MPP as a party na ha MPP as a party so I besan so ha NDC and so because enema bebre na the burden e be free mobile because these two political parties no and never be enema sikwe Ghana for the bebre na fed up all these two political parties no.
All right ebusen tote Alhaji Razak Kumbasere na wetumi ede this media to no ohwe bra na exactly 45 minutes after 2. Now, my friend, 233 nutrition. And my friend, Metal Life capsules. And I offer a diaba. o de okwa also pe 233 nutrition na ne aye de say abuse immune system, it regulate your blood cholesterol, it regulate blood pressure, regulate blood glucose, it builds your libido and reduces uric acid level and improve your sleep. Said about to me ama on so to me aye de nti be say wo tie me na ope enria supplement e wo mu abetumi abo nipadua no ama nipadua na tumi akoyi a 233 nutrition and ebetumi abo metal life capsules wo ba so ka bia ebetumi abo okota kwade ebu akwa Medrax pharmacy nimdia pharmacy agron kwanta Everness pharmacy and all pharmaceutical service a obeko nyina wo sa betumi akabi free number we e wo 0541 111 204 and 0205 303 393. Excel Plus microcredit. Say upeska upe loan. Edi aye wajuma. Say upe loan. Di akwafa niema. Uyo bi akwakwanso. Uyo bi niema bi abeka port. Now peska edi akwayi mesra baby abeti akwajiska. Excel Plus microcredit. They give you loan for your business, loan for your salary workers, ye cash to support Momo agent. They give you loans to pay your school fees and that of your dependent. They be a no bit on chain. But sika odebe twitwa wono niema sheda nkoyi mesra no munko na no munko din ko bombe to me aboa. They will give you loan to meet all your emergencies to me abano ye wo beach road before plantation house and access Sahara bar over to me Excel Plus microcredit adwuma from Monday to Friday 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Your number over to me near din kobo 0312299 0312299 447 Excel Plus microcredit or see make it more possible. And chebe rebu e wo studio B na mene Prince Emmanuel Sanitarium Clinic to me akudi enkomo no me sabo pepepe na John K say what the air condition free deep freezer television tabletop ceiling fan standing fan orbit fan wakofa washing machine microwave and a rice cooker e dey about mesraw say dem we nya bi new fia ha dwene pa bu aso kwesere obi de imagine say o da na so aba na fan eni ho obenya bi akọ John K ho obetumi aboa pa ma wo setumi akabi ama wotumi de kodi dwuma so de kodi na nema bi obeto bia no so you have that 5-year experience you can say 5-year warranty I betumi edi amount no boboden na bra na beje odie even on compressor for air condition and as well as fridge obema unsa etumi akabi ye wo takrade ye ne set abrosa no ne die ne hwe ye king of home of electrical appliances into a ban electrical appliances sekra na ho ne ma obehia no part no eno so obenya ewo John K aso ye Mr. Fred Elder ewo 0244 5181 59 0244 518159 ya ne takrade senate office no na edi enhwe ma me fa nko ye natural ventures na me wremu ewo sudobi naturally say wakofa Congo ointment de aba Sokoto ba mo na de ba Truman capsules wo mo na de ba no mo de Prostol capsules so de aba na ni nyina ya de eboa nipadua no enu ti no say Osaka Congo ointment na enu ya skin rashes, issue of skin, ringworm, foot odor, boils and after say we bad na so go we free wase no eno ne so de beti asawa da wapia show patrikotom bibia ebetumi akoye de ama na yo bi ada na ojo so anajo ebo be 11 12 oko na to so ojo so sa okọ kakra no asa aba no asa anko no asa aba mesrawo bomode na monsanka ye Prostol capsules obubo bia ebetumi aboa okọ drug stores akese ne nketom herbal centers onsa betumi anya bi so obezo tunu nakabo a mesre number obefre nie 0204 6161 61 and 0249017101. They will sort you out. I'm also to me. Ama nema akuyi edi about. Oshobra 50 minutes after 2 and a 3rd of August 2026. We are in a new month. Young Kona Fe Mene Doctor Ofi Prince Emmanuel Sanitarium and Clinic in Nikomo. They be abetia. Mwediane eye wedru no wedru enye wedrane. Yewo apramodo. Zen filling station echi aye from ho Paris squad no. Eho na obetumi eho yen. Say ya de be say ya de babe na agba nipaduam nipa de bia ka say e so tumi trance na odidi chain na odi na aduane ede enti ube ni nyina na nema betumi akoyie wo nipaduam ma e wo say abrani abrenya no wo pe ba bia betumi akọ lokọ hwe nipaduam entra ho ma body ni bubu ti say car ansa na ode akọ shop wo ho mu ha na wawura Prince Emmanuel Clinic na omu de aduro e de account counseling obetumi de ama ni nyina obetumi aye ofra omo so a ometumi abafie na obenu obedi nkomo doc good afternoon boko de
onyankopa andum na
the right ihu adom yeso ye ho ye pa
nyamyasa
ena we yenti o
yo we de enkrafie peni won so de ma obi biara
Dr. Mehe
ne hu ye na ogidi ye so se saa nso na obiara nso ehote na se ho nye na se yare ntia se de oman di kan na otu ho na mo so beba Prince Emmanuel Sanitarium Clinic enye yare nko a na yesa sa opese wapomudin CPAC tanso a utimi ebofa ho na yaboa ma wapomudin so esibi esita opese obon ho ban so free yare a abanyina ho so a utimi ba ema yetimi eboa okama opese wunyi nchen so a Prince Emmanuel Sanitarium Clinic ye ho de hiane se obeba Apramo Dozing Filling Station na chi ho pe ye number so e de adwuma 0209 942066 o friend ya beje oso WhatsApp nso a o WhatsApp nso a ya beje oso kama na area ide bosumi a ye wremu ne ye friend no se World Auto Inflammatory Day sa brofo kasie auto inflammatory disease yare bia epempi eyeye na enoma etimi trigger sa yare nyina enoma nketenkete a ye bu ye niguso ebi ne beverages ahodo a bedwa so a yenom eduane ahodo a ebudwa so a yedie insuo ahodo ebudwa so a yenom ena de sa auto inflammatory disease ba na adewe se eyewa de tiane se obi wo ho a obeyare no obekọ hospital ye be ye test ahodo ni nyina doctor beba no se test ye nyina bibia ye normal ukọ hospital bia ye hu yare ko how no sa yare ye o sa na ye sa auto inflammatory disease ene ma ukọ hospital be ye test ahodo nyinara nanso yare de tie na tie de tie ne se eye immune system na nkasa ana osa akotia onipedua no enu nti ene ma ne yesa nti immune system no kutia onipedua na ene ye fe no se auto inflammatory disease no na eno no eya na immune system no hu ni se yare bi na aba o system nim nti ese oye adwuma nti bra oye adwuma no nso no oye obi a otanya fever pa na obekọ hospital nso yese typhoid news so malaria news so no na eche se immune system no na asha ase se ono ankasa ekutia no ho efise na adwen ne se yare bia eden aba system nim no ye sanso a otimima eja otipaye utibetime dwa saa se de yare bia eden how no nso edubedru hospital yase hwenya oyefunu ebetimi akan ye nso yase hwenya den enyaw nti se oyo obi a otesa enoma we nyina na Prince Emmanuel Sanitarium Clinic onyankopa adom wamaye nimde afen so adom acheyen eduru aso a se saade we nyina hawa etimi boaw na esaw yare na twa ofisa enoma nyina ho obi nso abona ne wedi mu hyehye no nso be ne test awodo nyina yese ye hu yare ko ni nyina yesa auto inflammatory disease nti se oyo bi a o yare no wachi ache enso enko ye hu yare ko bra Prince Emmanuel Sanitarium Clinic na oba de enam yeso ne yede yentimi mboaw na afen so yare de betwa so ene typhoid yare ese ebuye pa uyi nipa be 10 gina ho a na se mienu pe ana omo de typhoid no omo nibi enso nipa pi na Ghana ha yemfa typhoid yare serious nanso typhoid no eye aboa bi a ye frɛ no Samolina typhi ana ode mayen na kwan ye fa so nya no edoso yie pa ye beka be ye fa obi pe de tie ne se aduane bi a wudi bia no de di kan se anye no ofie ese bebi a wokoto no hwe environment no afenso se oye wo fie nso a ese wo hwe se aduane kro no vegetables and normal de ye no awro hu yie emfa hu ni se eye perfume rice ese otimi awro hu yie fi se emo no bebi a efin wo ana omope se efin ho a Samolina typhi omba hoda enti yenua maanum ya maame no amokodwa so bebi a omoton nam yi na nsi ya me ko market na bebi a omoton nam no onso na once na ebuye obekọ na once na egu nam no so enso eno a na yeto edi kofie ni akodi na akoma ya yare de tene se Samolina typhoid nso no sebio once na ejanan mu no ebi wom na de ya ema eye huni se ejanan no koso a wu kodi a eye nkosua na waye de wadie na kosua no nso no umoja na wo mu ninti no na kosua no kakra ha chiwi a na afi de Samolina typhoid ankasa ye den aba na oba ana ode how bebre den ebre ni pedua no nti wo obi a owo typhoid a wakọ hospital me akaso wo typhoid wakọ enko misi tu hwana mo ebra principal no sanitarium clinic na yenso yemfa yedro ni yeden emboa wo obi a owo ho a fever timi ti egu so okọ hospital ahodo enso still ohunto typhoid etimi yesade no owidie mu hyehyew ase umu te se umuaye ha ni nyina aya ade a typhoid ene de sa enoma ni nyina yeden ebren yo widie ni mu no emu ase abo bi namu ase owo ni namu edugbe bi na enunu etitim ni nyina eye typhoid emoi ene etimiye saade no emayen na de enwu o typhoid no ho se wampe eho asem anka entemu a etimi ma onya cancer ewo o pancreas afenso large intestine enso etimi ma onya cancer ewo ho na ekwa echi nso no esan large intestine nso no cancer nansa na beba no bon se bi oja onan a moja eden ewom wadwembe ya se eyekoko nanso na eye typhoid na yesen eye wosa nti ebesre de otie mbia se bo hu modern se weba principal no sanitarium clinic ode yen case wo bia ode bra na beka che se yen hwe wo system mu hwe se wo bia na yen so nyankopon adom ya behwe mu ama okama wo bi nso ebema odura ebetimi eyi sa typhoid mboy ni nyina eden efiri mu nti yen hye nso se o pancreas no nso eho eto chima eyeden ya diabetes nso yeden ebeba ifise pancreas na produce insulin no emasa insulin nti no umoja no o blood cells no etimi absorb glucose na ewo o bloodstream no na onso etimi nya glucose ne dia eje adwuma a opese oye nti yembo ho modern se yebetu ho na maba principal no sanitarium clinic emma yare ne enhye ho nche na afede ebe kan wato ho a na odimirika se opa no adu sabre ya ho ye din na ese ohwehwe owidiem na hu se owidiem mu nyina bibia kama na ansa na principal no sanitarium clinic se de da ye no ye be fi ha no ye pese mu beti adanse na obi biara utie bia no ahyewu nkran se eyampa se principal no me de me yawe bia kwa me ho beto me na onyankopon so adom so yampa se ho beto nti yentie adanse
yo we de doctor say de waya ma me na pese me de ho adanse kakra be busumi num mo na me yiri yade bitake no ne nsa benkum ne nsa tiam ma me nsa no na wonti enkwa mo wonti me mfa nso bibia mo ne benkum nan no nso na ehihye no wonti me nko ba bia wotena asia be busumi nson dizimba mo na still na yade no enko me moto kra me ton moto no
96.7 FM why KASA
so anko afei me ko gia bibiduro no nso kra no ye no nso anye antentam kra afei de na anedaso asan be ma pa no kure ni na me yakuyane me ko afuom me nko a esimi so a metimi su ewo afuom ho se awrade me tu kwan me nya ahwie nko ofie afei de me yiri na yare nti obayi bewu ama maso obayi funu akofie metimi su saa ni nyina mo na mabom paye na mabafie enti Dr. Prince Emmanuel ena meti ne nka na me frɛ no na me ne di nkomo no okire me kwan na nokwasem die ade a me hunu bi da ne sɛ senka ukɔ doctor ye di yarefo na ekɔ na me mom die esan sikasem ana den ma yenti no na sika amenya ya no sem ka se me di yarefo no ka me ho am ya tena ka mu akwa ye be kwa koduru ho na je se ye ka sika kra be san ba no e be ye di
96.7
kasa kire me yire no ka kire nse ono de won tena fie na se de mati doctor no ka no de menim ye se mekɔ na mekɔ kyirikyiri mu sɛ de yare no so ye wo no enura a wɔde bɛma me no menim sɛ wobɛnya yaresa nti me ne ɔbaa no tra ase kasa na ɔno nso ɔgye tu mu no wɔtena fie megya yarefo no wɔ fie na me a menyare no mbom na mekɔ doctor no nti mekɔ ye na mekɔ kyirikyiri mu a kyire doctor no na doctor no eyi nduro no ema me no nyame ncha de me de aduro no koduro ye ade akyi andopa na me de aduro no ema me yiri no na oyusu ye na awatwi pepepepepepepe na ɔbaa no atimi asɔre anante aye bibia wɔ fie yem hɔ enru ni na awatwi mienu a ɛkyɛ sɛ na awatwi mienu ni bra wɔ hyɛ ase di aduro no kan ne nipadua no na ɔtimi kɔ nsuo kɔ afuo nkɔ twaja benua aduane ye bibia sini niema ne na ontimi nyɛ no na awatwi mienu ntɛm pepepepepe na ɔtimi yɛ wɔ bra watena ase big 96.7 baako enson adofonom sa doctor we die me ka hye nyankopɔ anu onyam sɛ wokɔ sa doctor we ho na sɛ wanya yaresa ende ne nhyehyɛ no wanni so ne mbetima aka no sɛ wudi ne nhyehyɛ no so a ende yade ende enya ade sɛ wobɛsan kɔ fie na yade no da so ɛwɔ so me ban so na eko na wie ne yafuru yade bitake no ono nso okọ holy family saa num bibiduru saa na enyai ekwa na aba eno ofre me ka kire mse papa me yafuru yade no asan ba o enti me frɛ no ka kire mse omra na me ne mra doctor no ho me ne bae e ma omba hwe ne mogya ye bibia e na omo yi nduro e ma no me ka se nduro no na eno so de nanso yekoduru ya abaya no odi aduro no eka na no se efi sa danada kosi se nduro no sa ye no wanhu yefunu yade no biom ebesi enne de ya media dance yi abaya no enne waye kese kama wawo ama ne ba nanti kama asisi me ti ha me ka sa asenwe enye ntro na medie me ameka se me firibono na papa yi susu kura no se wo TV your friends and wireless ya wo Inshira FM utanya kwasi da nwumre bia bra ya man news wa wie no wo de chem radio no ko Inshira FM kwasi da nwumre bia na ti ne nkyereke no keke kura no wutina fie kura na wutie ne nkyereke na wudi so a enya ade se wunan kura besi ne doctor dem ho wo nsu tem wo akomoden wo health insurance kura no ebe ka adaka mu a wo huru ba bia da asempa na me ka kire moyi men ka ne tenten mesdames ase
okay nti se de yetie papa ya dance yi ye tie ne se typhoid no se ewo so a ye fe bi bow na sa bow no ene na oliver no echi ema etimi digest ye cholesterol ana nine ye cholesterol no na ne duct no de efam no o typhoid no wanhwe eho asema anka etimi essay sa tube na eda ho na ye fe no bowel duct no enu nti no eyese otu ha na mo na yere no ti se e ma ne koye test no na se show say typhoid de na adokro ne system ni mu yie pa nti se ono nso ho atona na e se onso ba principal no sanatorium clinic onso ho beto ye number de adwuma 0209 942066 0209 942066 ye wa pram do Zen filling station achi se unipa bi nso wa Accra ofren ya ye de number be ma ani Kumasi nyina no ye da obi biara ase
as papa ewo ne nkomo a watumi ne aba bedi ewo Ghana ekosen dwumedie so e da say Alright, I'm saying to a Prince Emmanuel Sanitarium and Clinic, a doctor to me. Any about bedin common, say hypertension, diabetes, complications, sciatica, prostate issues, rheumatoid arthritis, heavy cardiovascular heart disease. Then you know, but more than alphabet down, Prince Emmanuel Sanitarium and Clinic. Not one more share in your mouth. Your number is 02099420066. Number is 02099420066. Alaji Razak Kumbasre wa hana asemi so sisisi a ntino ye hwese Alhaji Hebetumi now. The news we're hearing right now, say High Court freezes 5 banks account of a year, 5 banks account, and then 4 properties of miracles a year. Dennis Abuaje. Now the High Court has ordered the freezing of 5 bank account and 4 landed properties belonging to former Executive Secretary of the Interministerial Coordinating Committee on Decentralization, Dennis Miracles Abuaje, as part of the ongoing investigations by the Economic and Organized Crime Office, that is YOCO. Now, the order issued by the court temporarily bears any transaction involving the identified bank's account and prohibit the sale, transfer, mortgage, or disposal of the 4 landed properties until further orders are made by the court. Now, the directive forms part of YOCO's effort to preserve assets that may be relevant to its ongoing investigations into alleged financial and procurement-related irregularities. Miracles Abuaje is currently under investigation over allegations financial and procurement-related irregularities involving approximately 55 million Ghana cedi during his tenure as the Executive Secretary of the Interministerial Committee. YOCO is examining transaction and procurement processes undertaken during the period in question as part of its effort to determine whether any financial impropriety occurred. Under Ghanaian law, investigative bodies such as YOCO may apply to the court for preservation's orders where they believe assets may be connected to suspected economic or organized crime. Such orders are intended to prevent the movement or disposal of assets before investigations are concluded. Dennis Miracle Abuaje denied all the allegation leveled against him, maintaining that he has committed no wrongdoing. He was granted bail of the sum of 50 million Ghana cedi with 3 sureties pending the outcome of the investigation. Alaji Wasuma.
Miracles Abuaje, but because they say Miracles Abuaje Ochiremu say YOCO for no. Friday.
Alaji, enter dan beka wan say sometimes who you be also tie radio and sometimes who share news say o TV so ni ade a wo ye Ghana ni you for reason. Na hunu say assembly obi e kan bia na.
Serious because the same Miracles Abuaje na beka say omo che ne de no call and it's 55 million sika ye ka say afa ne nsase wo sa dem committee de no koto so onhwe emwama local government and sujuma die nkoso district any municipal assembly levels no so na ya musa ne sa questions no je say de no koto ho na ye de hype no e wo sa ne national communications director position na obabeko enti mebusa say enti na nipa ba akofo okuta bank accounts do sen
5 bank account
5 bank accounts
yeah
enti aside so
4 landed properties
aside so be ye ayi MCI ye pamo no
yeah
ye pamo ni
fi wo Interministerial Committee Secretary
obeye secretary no so no Miracles Abuaje no okuta 5 bank accounts
the account
o dey so ra ne ka say ye adwuma pa de ti se ne Ghana for expectations ni city pa de amam for ho be chiro mo e be wi a chire na bebre na nya sika mfanye campaign
o chilozo
nti we da min say Ghana for ye chigu ho MPP for bebre a ye bom dese ye so modem kogu YOCO se mun kona mun koye demonstration mun kona mun ko threaten police for mo ma police for warning nyina no not know say na mo chigu ho
On say that no be Sam say. Bow oh there. I like you there.
Oh, there, well, I guess yeah, because some are there.
Oh,
sometimes
never be one man. Me, I am trying to make people sometimes I don't know, but yeah, Ose Musa Asamo Bekai MPP for who Baumia say so popular, those kind of things, those kind of
so almost all no a baby painting. No,
I'm not for about to tell about me, I know, any BBO. But say, oh, Musa Pool not the by now. Still, I'm off for so much less or more to about mom. It is still going down each and every day.
Because so here be modi free even normal non-formal qualifications now MPP drop it from 43 to 38. Non-formal no. And so now where JHS for so there now MPP drop it from 47 to 39. And now over here tertiary level no so an Quebec say your test con and ne ada MPP you for no more honey near my hood work can de biana boss or move honey near my hood work can also no na MPP jina 41 better drop here about 27% and NDC so NDC in so jina 45 and NDC to me a drop about 41 nti that means say all is not well and near my enkoye to send a bebre na yeding penono enti media na make senka entempa na na senka MPP for some mistakes no more 2017 and 2020 they say yeah ma we will come
we just had the normal be recent and no more dey go be bre ma contest ko be try
na minim senka sa na mani na nkomo be den omo ba be siesi and am so na emra na edi Justin Frimpong ko dua ba na boss na minim say oyobi a nka papa we o hwa adwuma okobo no waye na nka anyehwe Justin baaye no enko betumi atoto niema yi obema no nonsense na na e wo party no mu no eniema nyina go through but netia obi kura beka say John Bodu die no kura na wo ye no na eno kura na superiority no wo soro chen ende ne Justin Frimpong ko dua
John Bodu de omo to abetia no because one no munipa two of your party by now friend room few
on few
so that I say and they said the campaign no cry when Afia Swasdega came out to say or no do friend on anytime you hear
see that means say or no Afia so ani dey nyano party full soldiers na grassroots
you be 20 akra all right yen kona mene you right yawa sanita no entumi eni enkomo ene awie you right yawa sanita no but you tell me kan a very good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Number you pom to say
I'm sure
yeda yesu ase papa said ne yen say to me account na ye no ba be din komo na we dey quick one we ya na ba be to dwa ewo nsem wa ye say the high court freezes 5 bank accounts and then 4 landed properties of Dennis Miracles Abuaje na wo mo dia ba beto na eto say because be say onu kra yoko ho no okwa no o ma mbisa ne sikasem bia ne ade bibi no mo be fa no na che se obekeka nsem ne bebre na na yoko for akọ freezing account no mo de ne sakoto om na japade so yi
yo mo na mo da se am share production team ya de for so kan ho me share mo na titiro adwuma ko far by sha on ya say asam pe nipa na wasam asam by the only person ya tron akọ dodona omobaye omo mekan sem bia bema ni omo ho aye ye anaso mano ehohi se yati kropa senka ura na pu no ye renovate Dr. Baumla wa mabontre meka na asema akyemudu na yenim se sana okoyuko enrachi mfowino bi epie you say ura sabono se mesa former Ashanti regional minister you say na onesin pan omo na Notre Dame se omoko jawo bio so omoko yedo yenim na office fa no fa no na opie ya na nka you will be yenim say obey din now so one with din ranting on media, around media houses. In fact, obey hero. I just said every media house was calling him to want to grant him interview one-on-one. On kind of want to the kind of something. I'm a deputy attorney general. I will pass you. So I say, I'm questioning about is Kano. Let's say 5 million question on. Yeah, dear, you didn't say a friend. In terms of a big bone, and I have a problem to him. And no one somebody be sad. And then come here. And for you, PPA. And it was a law say, we have miracles. A Japan. Now, miracles have been transferred more broad. Name the background. Na may very sure say I am the enemy. I am the people any lecturers be brave. And I am the people so I am going for the brave woman.
6.7 FM.
When depend any police in there for be more than 20 years. Now so sabi. So the process I just padi na we no be. So I'm for we are not about to a very difficult so be between two so or was Japadian. Just because of by Nakapia Ridge. Enti media enyo say Europe ashe na yede yesa ato ne account bi mo so ana de no ma bi so yem ko hwem ne yakona se me fa se sanka zero account anka ho na de me sabate so yede yesa ato so bi nchese bi ewo na sa bibi no wo no ye de behwe ne mu na waji ene sa bi japadi o ne se ebabra ana se bia esefata se wo sa no na yoko na kwatam dachi mo betire ana wo ye se abaye mpinto so di woko kan no bia wo ko yi narika na emu no ye hwe bi mpenfo
na ebi bisa se because they know say, hey, now 5 bank accounts, 4 landed properties.
No, aya nana omo ye chi obi ana ye tutu obi ano na omo ko ti ejiram na omo bi ejebe ye yi asumesi anura chi ya go akesi ye ko fa no ko shewe nkrofo ko won uche mo berese ebia omo about nobody omo nipa no ko ta wachi na ko ho ne nesu ne na pa ene di enti na ene ko ho eso ye ruputu omo e de omo akọ na mo party force omo nim say ni no odi ebi mo very much aware say omo wa dem anase ye di bi edu emma na branch no ma bi mu a ebi a waye no no mo ni ti eso still omukọ hoko this so we can be share no UTV na che so abaye the program we one on one so say ye to work so we na we shi no ye shi aye wo studio ho am kan say o no e dey control ye na aye hero say and it's a better worship program that's not she na no for my politics that yanchi no ba to na at least in can so me hero kaka because I week maybe it was miraculous all the way. Now say I'm passing side of Pajini in our area. You better get your film. You just soon at the the fish or chassis DC. Now DC also now obey a party doing. You just say, but a year when the other contracts didn't prepare. So a band man will be a best side a bit more said that Pajini. You're trying to.
Oh yeah, young concern for so na ade ba ko a ha man yi obekai atama na pipu abemu na ye kan say ye security for mpani a na oda no a no mo frɛ no yira kanda pa a no oda na national security ano no obeka asem bi say saa de bi ekoso saa yi na ne mo say fc o mo frɛ na de no o to court no for judicial system no say omo hwe de mayi na de bia ade no call in favor of us emfa de papa emfa ma e mama focus ho a aban free so a ndis aban be take over ohwe wo mo ana wo mo nsem da ho a na wo mo aban no fo se aban foforo ko government is continuous ntin ka ndis so ba yi wo mo so hwe se nka wo mo gira aseni bia no a wo mo ka o masem no wo mo so betumi atoa so but all what we heard say the minister of justice chief justice and attorney general no wo ma file nolly prosecute akwahye eyesa ensem ni nyina ne odam no kra esia no nyina omu yi wo ba bonten enom ne ade ensem no koye bebre ne abetom kra manfo ka omu ntia ase ye ma me sade na tamakra tiunu former Masrock CEO boss wono so ne de ba bendwam a na wo mo hwed nim so obeba o mo try want to me amba o mo try in absentia now ade ne bi wonom na ekwa ne akwa ne se ekoma we party we a oyo okay ankwa manu a onyo okay na said ye no amese judicial system no ebi kwafo se ye mfa ni dia o se edem om no ema se asemba kra no mo kawi a hey wanka ne ye are we not undermining the work that they are doing?
No, I'm not see. And some we put almost here the SRC for a conflict your family only prosecute now. Yeah, but we na a sound muslim or movie on the 96.7 sound. And this is by and or 2 and 7 so. And a movie and you did draw more and can list. A person the 2 ashroom. Now say young 2 ashroom. Na abeba ya ni ofari no prosecute obi adunda na kesi na krasa beba yi ana mo nkofo mo abeyi we ni na mo kasa omenye ahwe enti politically no obi na green ebeye na batata right and you did dim because you know you can say you support the resetting of the judiciary and council resetting of council Emma said, "No, you did me. I know who said, F in a year, oh man." And this Thomas, I know the person called mobile, but then till the judicial look at that. Emma, you move the say, I'm not doing this is your bomb, baby. Don't forget, say, party will burn me. Yeah, party will I am not your fee, sir. Your party now, the influencer. Into the person you are. MPP eba yo mo sisa sa ko fe ni ko court no mo so fie poli enwepi omo ntumi en bi papa bi a kwasem ko fe ya ebone ma ya fo mo ko tu no mo tete mo sara no it presupposes sa in some other sentence the boss and no there was no water in it okay for instance I was wondering within the same MPP time
8 years.
Docket you several times. Emma, actually, no. The entity say, Papa, no, and yes, beer, we are green view, na fertilizer or try, na, na quite a fertilizer, and say, na experience a day, and send Bassana. Whatever it is, the castle. In some castle, the bank of women, and a beer. Sika ahre o mangana sika ahre tafi na ina ya bidisi ana ya biya bato yemi ya pa sadina atu ne disu ona sadina ewe e from say MPP na board and cancer na eda betu say ya akutu ya discharge na ya machine ade no I was so angry and to be very honest with you I'm so angry. Anna, I am one.
Hey, because the obi free obi show you kra say. You kra the ye nim ne yekeka wa hanum na the law is the law because of the NDC nintino.
No. I am so angry in the sense Masa be the try. First of all, question a baby see what say. Bibi actually Ghana through Masyok and Obatampa operations and the actually Ghana through Masok, any disbursement of funds to fire affected market women. The actually Ghana through any disbursement of Isika concerning training Bimuana. These are the questions we should be asking. Now, adi ashebe na ye meya maintain no and na reason so dear this so mo na mbomo se pa ye be pempen so a ye say atwede January bi wa mbo ni kuro yi nti se nipa no wa ye be no pa fa ne hoji ne nia so wo de chance ofa na bia na me said or the 150,000 account in a tampa savings and loans. So, or university. Now, that was June. Now, the blessing of possibly July. You sent $500,000 cities. And the college say Papa University. And now, a country of us say, so the kind of the about 500,000, a very attractive interest of 24%. And about 10%. Yeah, some said you, one ahead. No, I hear my 24% interest. In the end, you sit there, bro. And a 2 letter to that effect. And a prayer mushroom. A fast with this kind of bro, me checking. Almost a check. And a modern man. What's it that? According to our temple. What's a one check? Then we look at cash. Cash and also 1 10 and so on more office. And I'll go to your account. What's the unfair share baby according to that? Now it is about Champions word against you. And about Champions or this kind of the area said, it's the kind of OG and as a one, and buy it, and I say Amber. It's the kind of account you a muscle and a sound. These are the questions young as lay people, your baby son. It says, can I have no, so I'm money in if I hand the question, former attorney general, I don't know what I want to say. We need books, book, or you be a milliard of the crown. And you some one come. Now, I said, no, a quarter ye, one can remember ye, I said, no. If I we are doing the passport, you know, if I want, or some toilet, I said, no, yari, and you offer the passport money in people. We require the see a watch, one see her. I'm a what telling you my idea, singing you for. I'm my taxpayer seeker. When you're time, you're asking to extradite you from the be alone of the good government. And send over your class will be our money pay into your mother what's necessary. Ah, no, you can't sound and yet not young media people know, commentators. Any party apparatus, party communicators, you feel say, you be defending the BR Kekebe. When you are empty, sir, it's a car accident, and you have no taxes. And you have to pay the different personal institutions, you know, a bank and a person, a pound professor, which is one money giving you are. You can hear me. Now, what you are going to defend it? Instead of the KASA, if I see a huge saying, now you're going to put my sibling. You to defend the Obia Wabo Kasa Waboko. I am the one. And my stand is still my stand. See, still execution take it place. And that's what Muslim. No, could dear someone the hope for tar. Also, the who could no one says it come of $500,000. You the big things, it can see us we must find the cost of that thing.
78 count, Bago Crab Mono.
Hey, you see,
what is this?
No, when we see, I'm sure my mother said this case doesn't affect them. It will affect them. The MPP has every right and every cause to use it to campaign. And they will continue to use it to campaign. In fact, news will break here. The first thing I told myself was, I do radio. And your settings will be a question, my dad before, and Buya say, because they want to use it as a yardstick. No, no, find defending to me, any other person, that is how, what I thought. So, whoever advocated over that issue master judgment, be bishop for the MPP to stand on it to say, no more buy, no more you believe. And also, it will not work. See a man will be upper team. And if they see a demonstration on such things, they will further to a mass because Sankedi amano na sadi player 72 good counts. Bakokra amano. And said what number. It is too alert. So by your point can normally say extra down to your buoy for in as absentia. What free up of class to prison. Minia, who to me call there. Say party for what I was rather.
Yeah, but Obianka holding now spending 90 no.
Into mommy or by ya, it is a lesson. Into NBC form penalty, Obianka was one of my young, he said, I'm permanent them.
And then they antics one and they antics.
Yeah, I am that's a thing. NDC because judgment happens in NDC in upper way. It is same say NDC for and I'm why and I'm one yellow if you panel your munipa into be a better say when I'm master and I'm why you woman film.
Saturday we are into MPP press conference on year near Daniano. They had a point.
Oh, they had a point. You see, they had a point. But you see, it's also smart that on the incompetence of the previous attorney general. It was said, your mama pen or you haphazardly. To do a land suffering, should you know what to force me to check this? Who play our own chance? 96.7. And
a Juman or Yedia.
Maybe a partner, a Juman, to the best of my knowledge. Attorney General Ejumano, you must have that kind of tenacity. Also, you know, what? Maybe the deputy and
yes, I know, yes, Ejumani.
Will be attention. He has a lot on his hands. Into the way I want to up or more area, it is in the right direction. But I don't know if there are some influences behind, if there are other unseen hands trying to manipulate certain areas. I can't really tell. But I pray. So there's a regional analysis. Not why you demand all this argument or Yama NDC or Yama the top player. Every single
what we call the appeal. And Momone, Sansa be no a question. I hear before say ya judge for before judgment never back no. Now obi any party or what intino. Na and also akofan se bebre e diaba. Utu say ye judicial no still ema asay. And now say there obi be ye nti e na ma abasa and now say it is adada.
When you are maybe a 6.7 FM. None can test. But I must also confess to say common collaboration. Time of assassination attempts. I want to shoot why I can't say microphone who CPP for car, UP4 bit. Yeah, I'm saying lawyer judges and processes they must not to be corrected. One of the judges or could be a son not a year before the position about the could be a seven petition, sir. And I could say what as someone dealing with this, I can go for or be a lecture. No, there's a 17 purpose of the good, there's a 17. And when it was the Yahoo Coffee, KASA, and I stand to be corrected, and you could do it. No, no job of us. Judge Masaki. That was the first time the Supreme Court judge is and we do some factor. We are not in a question be as intention. A free one, and now the normal sex is at the judiciary because it became a norm. So people who were powerful at the time, and if you have been observing a bad law is some power, you before or to super until the chance, yes, or more NBC. Say or a room, no meaning can find. I never told my mom can to be a fool. Almost started someone and not secretly and publicly. And people, NBC for shots, yes, they were going to the law schools. It is other kind of NBC bar burning. Now your power, we are having a decimal, your power, and your first look at the it was alleged that It was a lot said not a local weekend where they say back. You know, the topical issue. Before say MPP for the now after the NBC ladies no be say no of course it was a more coalition. Into that the other one some of them anyway quality. Into only NBC himself in terms of coalition. Say not behind the scene. NBC share study quality. And no machine will do about change in terms of coalition tactics. No, so see, I know you better NPP for wrong. Into a month you be I will know politicization of everything. You say we see her. No alliance is more we was from the women influence. The issue see her make massa. Into now, almost every state institution, including the judiciary, you have evidence of homogeneous person. So we must have the large power and now punishment and it's a some cases it is important to research agenda about trust a belly reduce these kinds of influence. And to me, I will be true completely, but it can be reduced. Until me, I want to make them tell us, you don't need alcohol, but as we speak here, to me, the judiciary is independent as we have always envisaged them to be.
Almost Oliver Baka Vomawo, a private legal practitioner, the Abetu just said, how can you fight a full-time devil and be going on vacation? Next time Kenya say we have some corrupt cases. I heard ma. I was here to make na most of call a vacation. On the original one, say if I be running near dreams, I have vacation now because now come more tallest be on the 200 man. Now, but say womu so be to me. I come myself na vacations were to me a bemuno. So be say so. Yeah, because Lisa Ebeto me say ebia me to me. But at least you know some of the lists in the no cry.
When you say Parliament, say a group of beer and call races. Now a component say a single home car, and which means a do a money before to form the years awesome.
Yeah.
The people being strong, or not a Parliament, not a more council. A more time be at least. Say Saturday, no Sunday, we're not to say come and so say Sunday or which mean traffic even weekends, right? And what we are facing now, it is important for a judge for aware for the sacrifice. Now said the moment to commit for by in some level. Nti ankayemo nkrofo kan hono asam ye wa no wa ye make sure that we be dedicated because we know we are be okay allowances baba regarding the first and say look vacation no manko for the sake of Ghana who don't now can send me what ye see these are some of the reasons in here tribunal yes I idea bay nti tribunal ebe ma de no and send me be one na you know you say and somebody do a good vacation am go am person okay and for me back of my the other factor about you know sometimes they need to sacrifice and the sacrifice they give you know the taxpayer will pay them. I don't see the rush to go on vacation when we have issues are a new grandpa I want to support somebody back you understand. I agree with you. I wish we could raise this topic to the momentum. One better say, the better transfer plan. Why the sector? Now yes, otherwise, we no vacation already.
The last one here, the Constitutional Review Committee at the one more recommendations said there, but some of them the government has accepted it, others too they rejected it. The other one, I'm for beside the 5 year from 4 years to 5 years, that extension a bit all. The government has accepted it. But the question is, what about if you have a bad leader?
No, I said, question I'm talking. Bad leaders, they will be paid that.
na ye pet na wa sorry a yes 5 years
ebiba ebetwa wo ye nyina nka ye ya kwasipu you see ye mananabe 1 term or 4 years if someone another 1 term or 4 years about the share so they will finish in 1 year 1 year no food and no work go pon ma be kenchire say baby man kan say na say bofina me issue man tiase na you say 1 year no the better preparations forward acquisition of land standing in am say masa you can't just one kan say mo kat say mo be me 88 be do 1 year one asase ba people account to nti ya mawo be can different almost there I don't properly the bia ka ho ama na ye 111 and number 2G agenda 111 now you bet touch sort concurrently a bet cost at the same time at all the same the BBISC agenda 111 memia me no and you that's ugina ha o mo betwa mo akwa o mo ntumi operationalize single one fan kokoko and then I know it's not a control say sa 24-hour market here you see and currently AC 24-hour factories and was just about 16 regions and also 50 districts
my region being one
exactly on come to the Acacia Power I processing a year a bare employment in thousands now why you close account mobile this you know and when I see 24-hour a year nti na question is say o person wo o pan ko fo bi ni bia na the declare hit na ye ben wo na kwan wo for western north toilet bi so na atro ho you pick funded school do one we are talking hip funded is that what they are doing they should explain it to us otherwise when tears because western north obi ene ho about what trade job upon by chile board na go to the next day sisa Accra kuma for shopping malls and see people on point until they should explain the whole matter to us until say you could have bad leader and we are to but you not good leader so 5 years no in the sense so every 4 years you don't government behind first year no we institution about the normal attitude and it takes about 20 about 6 months actually answer na your deal suburb from say ye project bi mo be na 1 year na so pepepe it is a project basically sector immediately after 1 year no enter second year na enter second year so those who have ambition to the presidency no much as estimate every schedule into ubo na sa 1 year na and a very effective for development no because for ambitious especially in the case of the Muhammad Yena Obiya himself was a who work into the rush to assets where a mass work using their portfolios no is a very high 96.7 you say you people 1 year not we 5 into some you say at least you will 2 solid years be after the first year for people to asset will do proper development now the next 2 years no you share more with say this campaign on the commercial project not is sanka you call the man and for me I support the 5 years now so the fear is that many he said okay you could know another number trust me okay a big journey for them the better support otherwise most of the recommendations in there are fine plan.
Mami Fonsi, ni akado another time we'll discuss more on that one with MMTC Sebetom Swaba with the one I say no you won't renounce your citizenship to me about the contest about position be our MMTC Sebetom Swaba now to cap even ministers to 60 near there no and no so much to almost with 276 members of parliament no ma yemfa and as a constituency ma yemfa bin kan now the government is also proposing 300 instead of 270 yes so that escado keta no near the western no baby or no to me achichem now if the government if you want to do that mostly what they do is almost here baby ayomo you Ghana Ohe bi aye omo baby obutumi nya mafiri no. No what?
Yes. They are not doing it for the interest of the
but 276 isn't okay.
Many are not what a bitch to say government money.
Why do we need 300 MPs?
One China, where are more MPC ahead. Germany more MPC ahead. North Korea more MPC ahead. A drain on the test and the taxpayers. You understand? How do you do that as anti-money? They need to look at it still. Call the call. Let's talk also the soul. Yeah, no more than
Okochemwa. No onya de ND onye ho NDC zone. Te ono okonchema nye ye.
Yo, inti na mecha na ise na MPP also. Omo ti se chemu no, omo to Western of na omo yi fi Western region. Na asantemenu. Omo tumi achemu. Otukoko so beto. Nti wo de ekona koye. Nti omo ti se yemu sa asantemenu kwa no president, no politician, which we are so politician. Just a young guy now. And it's immediately is a drain on the taxpayer. The carbon crack. Uncle reason BR 1 and okay, it was 16. Land Cruiser 16. Pickup 16. A BR Saloon Class 16. Uncle, I'm telling you about it. And so, yeah, now, one state of Nigeria, one governor, permanent president, they are bigger than Ghana. Into why we doing this to ourselves when we are a population and the MP is not extra, we would have enough money to develop this country. Anyway, we're not going to
now the other one here, the other told you President Mahama our Asha say 2 Ghana cedi womu any free diesel price abba and so meaning what here?
Sir.
Yeah.
It's not that it can take only a president or whatever. What say, for every or say governors. It is almost like they say Abraham Lincoln or be said. Governance is for the people, by the people, and the new baby. I did about what mistake one can say with the people. Governance without the people, it's a no government. It is a never and can be Abraham Lincoln answered your pen. I refute it. Not because he did not add governance with the people. He is carrying the sentiments of the masses alone, the taxpayer alone. The year from Anna or the every attitude and woman. Then for 18. Never I am a Jimitum. Make us say this is no food and so act to so every tree or cat about it. Unless a move out children, the fee send me with so a double. The unfortunate broke and town minds and KASA will be a mind. For me, I will see this president as one person who thinks forward and thinks for the masses, empathizes with the masses. The better I pray that the implementation will be swift. Now, young council said, so could we can pensar your more hamlet a club? Yes, you see, some will have banner, you will put your camera. Yeah, numbers on you. And my young council will not we sign the abba a new tax. Maybe an antisar. I don't know, say, you want to or tissue. Into a combassa, you want to be held, baby. No, so okay, maybe I could do the truth is missing back. Still, will be okay. Because me, the development that is taking place, I am all for it, especially expressway. When we are not work to play the more, the Commissioner.
Yeah, we should end our say. You are your Saditano. We thank you so much for your time. Enjoy the rest of your day. All right. What is that? You're Sanitano, a political analyst. And I know Akudi and Komo Ewo Ghana Eko say Jubedi. So it's exactly 58 minutes after 3. What you Ghana Eko say na Mame found call a Verma Plus. I say Wakofa posterite capsules said their back na S-drive capsules so wom and little capsules set when no one can frequent cold to boa na fe we ya mama no what there little capsules afi so we be out that now Johnson and Najo now Johnson tentem now Obransan what to me Johnson Johnson so mu pai mienu a wo de na postavite capsules na betumi ayusu be ma waye mre wompam kope S drive capsules and afi dinat eno so e man ne de ofichi ko betumi agira no homne so a eno ane dinat capsules ko AMS Christ is the answer nim dia pharmacy and afi Christ is the can say benya pharmacy and afi no chemist obenya bi etumi ato mo ambese mutu no nakam no for doctor e was 0244 370 702 mo amwasi dan awie na opesa obo danso na obo ni here you should still papa na fa boso eno ti American for ye Domod Roof Limited to me dey am san say wo mo na betumi aba hyehye o niam na nyina to me dey am ma wo dan na to be dim we CPS sita enti no wasi dan na pe ye Delos Aluzing go pe premium Aluzing and I say rust free pure aluminium fa won ko dan ye Domod Roof Limited wo mo na betumi aboa womu ebuo no wo fam wo be free estimate de ama wo mu news ka wo ma be fa nema no de akohye ne kama etumi de ama na ne wom ne womu ewa Naji St Francis wo de kwa Naji Choice Mart no eho na obehu wo ne bread boutique ene di anim hwe bread boutique de obia ene bebie wo na wo telephone number 0544 348009 and now so betumi from 0244 338003 o fresh are two numbers here on sa betumi aka womo na onu omo susu etumi edi nkomo. All right ye hwe enim say all right ye bedi enkomo na Alaji Sabana ye di ho komo yewura miracles aboaje ene ne semwa na John Doman Mahama ne dia babetom ye se 2 Ghana cedi mu amukotofo ede nyina amukọ ade ateso etumi ede amamo na wodi ababetu dwa wie ya se President John Doman Mahama orders 2 Ghana cedi reduction in diesel price. Na ode no abeto ma making a message we na for yento aso we say good afternoon man. There are some questions and answers on this Sedinat Tamaklos issues. If Obatampa accepted the money before asking for interest, then I'm lost. Also, the former Attorney General didn't do well on this case. Looking at the charges which gave them room to maneuver, law is like an ass. People should allow Attorney General to go to court with cogent evidence. Kofi at the window and at the buy. This one said, okay, good afternoon, Mr. Host. I'm Richard. Unless Atta Mills, Mr. Atta and Jerry John Rawlings come alive and tell what they are facing after their death, before the leaders in the nation will be fruitful to themselves and the state as all. Don't get it.
Big FM, why KASA?
Well, so man, don't mind Honorable Joseph Kujo. That is how he is. Capito at the Frifija Hills at the way at the by. We say, all right. So, on my constructive sentence, no. About my me who said the opportunity, you know. I won't have the time to read. Now, Alaji, back to Miracles issue. What do you make of it?
Miracles issue, no dear, and your mama, Benny, Mama, say, or Chimuse, or call or Mochin, and then call right after so for a quantum, but now say, before say, it's a case in the crowd because now already now Baby to just say, he can invite no crowd at that. Amawa ana some of the invitations no bet na o dialogue so say sa kwantu hu nsem ne ne keka no bet obufa so no yeden okọ entie no ba ya o mbeche ne ntinka obi a ye beka say bo ede na beba se minni bone na police fo aba say ye ba be chime de me akọ ye be chime de me kọ yen so a anya hwe police fo ntumi nchime mfa me nkotum for 24 hours na minyan tro report to be na say charges a dia bom mpo ye ntumi nyeden enka ho asem na beba out ababeka se wokoe no ensema release ayoko di babontin se sika be se 55 million plus afa wonsase ne niema hodo ekeka wanda your tenure as chairman and as a administrator ma one of the committees no na akoye bibie ho but ade ba kwa asanye mwanwa pa ne se minim se sai we Ghana mampani John Dramani Bahama ba ka se wa be serve under an administration either CEO and as ministers ni na mo be declare mo assets no.
Oh, I know there's so about to go. I know next week be come what.
I
said declaration there omu na obi enu oye. Oh my.
Most of them
and it was emphatic say wa one year no. There's going to be.
Was so jay adwuma na de to. We won kade na be ba America sabwaji ni pa ba akukuta bank accounts do saying 5
they be a say ya.
Hwe ensembe na yambe kan fa former the late Flight Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings ho ekọ kan ya se owo accounts okra Switzerland eni na ekeka ho eme no stay NDC at that time. John Dramani Mahama prior to 2016 2015 edi ensem ne ankan fa no ho o hotels o Dubai eni ne ma hodo ekeka ho nti ebe me surprise say enne yes in the bank accounts on was 5 land properties ne dey say beka say no di kan what of the interviews or ka so ne hwe ne fie o mu fie ensase so ne tonton ne ma hodo ekeka ho nti no dey yemfa nto nchen benipa ba akofo what be held the public office bank accounts 5 ana bi edien
Emre grab ya
eye companies ana wabie ana sene dey ena ama me dwen ho amenti ase no
Alaji ya baba ni aba beto aso ma me kwada me ne honorable Alex Kofi Jekum MP for former MP for Mpohofiase constituency. Honorable, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, manana.
We ba jo boko there.
Yami adom ye ho ye.
Ya de rade ase papa na wie na na de kobo no se ye behwe niema hodo bi a recommendations free the constitutional review committee obaye na say ye beto MMDCs it's very bunch of them but ye fado e be amiensa say ye beto MMDCs for aba na ye extended from 4 years term for presidential and parliamentary near the 5-year term and then from the age of 40 to 35. Your views on all these things.
7 FM.
Yo, Maminchia, T4ATN, away, you say, a Nemaya Okakande, only last resource person, Abubo, Bibreso. I don't want to repeat certain things. Be aware.
No. The one we discussed was the 5-year term.
Yeah, 5-year term, you know. Yeah. That is that. And say you link President Biaba or no be ni MMDC. And as is there, no, almost year ni 5-year terms, you know. Contaminous with the MMDs, DCs, into no president, no, we 4 years now, all kono, or the DCs Oba you appoint to woman or moko. So Oba be 5 years. It means by 5 years no kwa. Some microphones on now appoint to woman or moko. So we are discussing the two presidential and the MMDs. And as you see, I see MMDs, you know. Oba man for Constitutional Review Committee recommendations or the buy, you know. Or no wajiatum say yento muswaba. Anti abane de yebeto all the districts, municipal and metro obia no a yebaba be yino say omama ye chief executive no yebeto no swaba na mbumu no onye ne general say obia no a wo ye NDC ni o wo ye MPP o CPP o so yakofa forms imumu no recommendation na ojitu no or the caveat be the atom or the ababi atom abano the atom no say no president na otiso no obehwe no we yi nkrofo be yi
96.7
no yi nim na
ya koto omso aba
ni akoto omso aba nti ombe ko 70 no be na o ma so so aka be miensa
dada ya
enti ye na kakra na abeye no no na ye kwakoto o muso aba na wazafo be kai o fu na yo say na ekoso dia e de na nse osikoso gina kwantia because na ye pema MMDs chief executives no by ye bedwuma ma wa kire say they are accountable not to you the executive president na wa appoint no na to the people at the local level. Full manifestation of a decentralization. And that TV so tema as a new tema. You cohere mpoano wonene certain and namwa be hatan ho na mosi omoye ahometi chese wo obefi. And these things are under a district assembly, a municipal assembly, a district assembly. So nya bibi na ebe say ya adani ya sanitation na camera di akire oh vice president iko president iba ho no mu hina e holu bi akire say me ye adwuma because oni me say master na eba no ono no ma appointment no ma nye bibi no hu say me gusu me ye adwuma on peneme sisi ya resha for bebe o ma nye bibi mo anye ya mi no say president nisem I can fire you at any time. But sen krofo na work grounds ho no. Omo na omo yi omo nimpa no. Na omo accountable to the na o president no wa ba no say ye nimpa no a owo fifth term. Ya na yi no 4 years no anti ya no ye be make sure say even that this thing be na edwuma bi obeye ama yen susu ye hu ato ye ne niema akoso no we have the right as you see on the aba be say still no be selected nkrofobi na o mato o so abadea then I don't know how the criteria is going to be nti ho ne de em say it's early days yet nti bia ye koso no ano no mu wi no mo the criteria o mo de be select some nkrofo ne ye beto o so aba no ba na ho ne ye be hu say this is how it's going to be. But for now, no, who be sami lay viewer, and the American say, anya no kwako yes, is still subject to the control of the executive.
And then the MPs are one more say one more person MP, being ministry appointment no, oman jantum.
You see, so on Zoom, like I say, it's the same thing. And the next say the possibility of Obia or Attorney General. Or ye MP or ye Attorney General, no ye Minister for Justice. A bit me abem. And this is no ye ne independent person be a or no on ye minister, on ye MP, no or ye Attorney General or mine can bluff for a penny how to take it. But AGA Sebe Constitution no am a point to be a professionally or no or belong to any party. I mean, I'm a baby Jinahama or mine or be a UCC or mine who be a make sure be a mean I'm baby dear seminal. I'm not subject to the apron strings of any government. I do and a nam suma. Sorry, Yakofa Office of the Special Prosecutor on the by here. CCR almost momdi akokota almost is fine only the obutumi aye na dwuma but sa yebu asem na yebu obi fo na yewia ya san akudi asem ni biem na ya san de na aba ye ja no sa palogo dance ya wa ba ye court system and then in our criminal jurisprudence in this country, I mean, Oma and Crawford Baba, no, only KASA. I don't want to go there. If the Ayaki can say, President, no, or the recommendation between no Mumuno, or you say, Sabia secretary, be a bohuna to know the fufu be a time up and pim, a bizwana fufu, no, the to be a pan up and pema. I don't know we pay because we want complete separation of powers. we a member of parliament ako ama bibia ese ye ka ho asem a ebebo man no owa onkonko ye ma okudu baby bia no je say wo no sisiere ya o ma ye o bibia executive ne de bebe bia no ye ka yo na ye de apem ho mo hwe dia osisi parliament sisiera adibi ho a yetumi kwa keka na speaker asan aba na wa ba be ka say oh na me ne ha na me wo ha LGBTQ law sisiera obi anka ho asem biem and who just say MPs that were independent from what the president will a year. And some me ember, the Minister for Justice, and the Attorney General, ya kabum, on one so ya by no belong to the executive. And the Onyada Odu baby sa na and ye may be in Kenya, and the only in our parliament, ya more constitution is ya such na muna mo shembra mambe ye minister for justice we MP we minister wa banim no du baby a wa yankofu a wo no the same party no obi ye a untumi prosecute no sese wa ba be ye da ho abanye ete no untumi prosecute onala minister nkofo e be ye bone this on no free so asana the next government ne ba ono no aba ba review mu a prosecute even a cases aban foforo ne ba is an ongoing cases no kra no aban foforo ne ba na me attorney general aba pass nolly prosecute ebi o wa mpa ebi a lack of evidence bi o ntimetumi but obeye say wo de wo ifo ni nyina na wo cases eguso obedi no omo fast nolly prosecute oh young bra metna say near me 60-40 wa fa aban ni sika wo de betuam be 60 na 40 ne de chew eno na ye chance de a ni nyina no ye betwea na ye nye ahometo na wo de sa nolly prosecute say me de ba you wo wi so no wo san be 60-40 enhihye wo de ayi ebinu na sebe kobnado fo no na de nyina we tutu am asisi o mu bifie opuni ne de a man owura asane woni na edi nkomo a okaye wo ba ye wo se bia ne ho onso wa geja wo mo nti onya aba ne saa no a ye ne ye tie chiri na ye nya lawyer fuyi timamufuyi nyina ya me ye ni so na de ekoni ani dia like they say obi a wo be ba ben no twania na wo de wo party no bompaye na wo party so map power only thing na wo ntumi die sisi obiara condemn or bompaye say me na MPP so ba na je say dia ho atwa kwane ato hoyi ono so obeba na ne attorney general obeyini no wa ba be kan say nolly prosecute ye de start na o man ni mu a oma ye mu binim no odu ba bia na wa ya asefi say dia papa ne di nka kan no nti me expect to say nka the be a complete separation of powers but say ya na nkwa nkoba ne sa aban ne say still no baby bi ho a obepene say we MP a obetumi asan aba be minister enti odi ono so ato ho sa nti na che say the ekekan hina no amfa there is the possibility of somebody a ono no ye minister or executive no san wo legislator cha side one we mrashi bedwani wo san wo executive section into one no we road minister and now we finance minister ade bi na ekoso embra bi na mode ba nka minister for finance wonye part of the executive we are complete separate from the destiny ubetumi agina ka say study with the emboa me minister for road betumi agina na ma be ka say aban me dey make catch road planes say as a minister for roads na ewo oman Kumasi to Accra ahadi ye koi me yen sika bia e wo kakra bia me yen fan wie ye de via ansa na wa akwa tackle another express road from Accra to Kumasi because Accra to Kumasi the shase na akwa bono Baby bu ho ye wi ma sisi ala car ukodu konongo section ho a ubedi be 3 hours ansa na wako sisi ana wo so wo sim ko ya another express road na wo no God minister no opportuna cabinet wa that's no beti na be kan kwa nda wo ya the following morning na ba asesa wo di break don't do me keka because onala yi minister oko cabinet mo ko sembra say express road no yemfa meka yen priority ayi even though you were another road that no ni ya nkofo bre wo so na wa keka wa ko hyesa di wa ko dwen ho cabinet o se dey na wo ba be ba parliament a wo betumi aba be debate it is the majority side ni nyina bibi say ni ba no bia de pan ya pam na no but ho na mekeka say be blue away on can be think kana constitutional review we expect to say that the president or the NIBC sampa there should be separation ampa yenfa attorney general or you different from a minister for justice na bibi wo ha watumi wa kan but when yanko basa dey wa kan no sana MCC opeso dey ejima.
Then with the 276 constituencies almost 300
no also the 24 se san ba be kan ho mo 300 na 326 no dey ba be kan ho e bi na now mo poti ho no obeye the thing in such a way say one here dey out here farm at wall ho sa ban bia ba onso ye bi obehwe ba bia ono no ye stronghold no wa chimbe ni miensa nti ho ni na ye stronghold na afa ni hinala aha yesusu oyo Miami area ono pro ni gerrymandering no se dey no nti ombeye but the fact of the matter no say e be ye duru no one critical thing na nka me per se constitutional review aban priority acceptance and or the beba on say ofiti na request constitutional review ye the thing in such a way say we a party biara party A party B wo ba ba mu no ye wade bi e be friend national priority national development agenda the agenda on transportation especially railway road air transport. This is the policy I dey to ho but be e be ya kwa koduru biara we party A or party B oba o to aso. There shouldn't be any manifesto eno na wo ba be hwe wo de abebu o man no fine wo be ye o manifesto but oba ade eye titiri pa o hi o man
no so I don't know about there said e be work down 0.0 because say wo do manifesto e ba na wo be ye fan say wo na oteso e na me be take over from you wo your campaign you have a manifesto me so mo me there and say because me jai eno na the problem no bo say because me jai me there na to I have what we call the records to also tell the people in the next election say me ye dem it is a me jai me there no to na me baba ye o there na another wahala
no ye can say jai to who ye can say there are fundamental things there ono no aban bia bebia no ye education
what this kind
education health agri some young some critical areas be ya pomudene ya agriculture ya education maybe our industry some yema we no broad outlines ya dia to one no oba ye road network biara obia ye dia na no obi akoto biara no ye fatwa so abi oye ya apomudini so obi baaye obeka say me the agenda 111 me dey ba so ye want to maybe within the 4 years but be wa do su bia no taxpayers money na odi ye so ba betwa so in the course of starting ye no dream be course so a my aban no lawyer payini on bu akan on ji nsika won so nkonkotu but this year dey ye hu aban bia ba me manifesto ni into no oba ye no se me manifesto no de ba ye no oba betu situation no so betumi enya sika dia ye so ntumi fan we na me de share mobo into ma ba no by force wa and bi na ye discuss no enti sesi ala no ye kasa ye no sesi aba no atiase ma ene odi kui o 24-hour market no every district bia municipality ni e biara wala hwe wo situation na wo na se wo de no wo be yom So we be rehabilitation of the existing one, and now we another land. Man, by force, we say, at the end of the day, we be the Okwakofa, bulldozer, Akwako Bukuno. Now the team will cry able to the dada na plano, Omo Nasa 1 year, 2 years now the you, or 18 months now the you. Sound of one, I hear from the bank on the Kodiga. A dear dear on Bay on Sabako man. I don't know what some they can, but say, I jammed the dear. Ya to her, say, I buy no major things to be to say A, B, C, D, and near man 9. Would you your woman first to be a fabra, my infant to Adia no no and one year ready, a jollof rice eddy. We see jollof rice in the baby city blue number, with the eja, and I'm the benua. We see a becum, obviously with the gas, obviously the electric stove. No, a beba and mukro with the baby city blue. But there will be a bonus and memory meat, jollof rice, which you boom. And me pay the gas diet. These are the things that we some of us we think about it. It is the broad unity or host the issue, but the way to achieve that, now do by your manifesto. I can say me we need the me the gas. We need the about my ingredient, but me that means performance, the same ingredient. Opinion quite obey the same ingredient, the same night. And that is why we are going to stand on it to vote. Because you're now the same ingredient. Why is a word, and so that is what we wanted to hear from them. But after now, it's a business as usual. It's the taxpayers' money. You're the same, you're the Kubu, mama, railway, a coping baby, Obiba, also me manifesto, Mankasa to continue railway. It's not my taxpayers' money. Baby, a coin walker could be and see one pro. Another time, Obi Subawaka say, okay, what's all the obey, express road, and Mangasa Bay express road. It will be a Maboka could do on so another. When we do that, sir, where do we move forward? But so, you and I to say, health ministry. This is what we are going to do. This city be alone, a theatre MRI machine, over, meaning your bear 20, I didn't hear 50, also for 30 no work and back. Now, one man make us a man can say, machine now, the different nipa with you, but on any manifesto to be by and one day make a menu so we see Kakura men for man can't say, and that when you have to about money. For me, that is what I was expecting. So it's like they see at the constitutional review, the only about a near clear, a year peerless anchor, a money betting me a pinaso, the Yako any mupano. And no moment I to the touchline. Yeah, they feel now, no, so dear, and for
MP's S. Gracia, has it been scrapped?
MP S. Gracia, no. When Trump, now me sure say, the cabinet members are hope. Any majority, minority, no. Obano, Sikasem. Adia ebe ya dia obe benefit ya obi anu obe onye ene that day no onya baza ombe yo mu se omo yentafo bakakra me pese me do educate briefly ene say as gracia na omo edge no e ya dia bia in simple terms I say back pay since your 9th parliament here ohui be ba 7 January 2025 no akatia na 8th parliament no omogino and omode mawo embra na omashi sat one next say this a parliament no sa particular parliament no sa you know otwem 4 years no so ansa na omafa committee bi omato was a emolument committee presidential emolument committee bena we umomu time no office no wa pa ho no sa committee na betena se na ba hwe amount excellent kabeditia president Mahama sia yewura Akufo-Addo oje ne de coil no Mahama ebaye pay na bedema president Mahama no Akufo-Addo ni pay no na oje no na social beditia president Mahama and to give president Mahama the 4 years no we twa wi asana committee no abetena se so 7 January 2025 usaye no enka wo ba office na ram no nka se wo be wura ho no na ye pay a esa wo gi well 2025 no ye de hye wahie but embra me ma ho kwansa ntigi se wo wi so pay a Akufo-Addo ogi no na Mahama Sisiara se be ogi enti onu be wi 4 years no na ba ka kire se oh wo ba e no for 4 years no waji President Akufo-Addo ni pay mu na mo nka o say na nka ese agi na o ma calculate the difference between sa current time nka ese ye to akatua ni mu be 20% and 30% no ma calculate that 20 or 30% no de aka Akufo-Addo ni pay no aye de ma no ye de aka wo de no ho na eno na beba OS Gracia plus enema horo ye be ma wo ka ye be enti ade eso panyin no wo ho no ogi se ya na be ne wo state na so ministers council of state and wa mo aba MPs so no when you be ministers when so calculate wo mo dia anso na wo a wo nye minister wo nye aibia wo so aba binya wo de and so in effect no embra na wo ho no sa na bitie the more current pay into pay na esenka wo gi no the difference between your pay that you have been given as against their yedema no difference no mo calculate na mo multiply 4 years no mo dia mo ya to taxes sa na adensity enti ono no so beji atuma like the sambra na la ba sha to kono no be se sambra no enti nimpa no over 7 January na parliament foforo no e banana na watuma atena se ho calculate awa say wo be ade no awo ba no oba busumu bia no wo pay say na wo beji enti na e bia no ni asem wo via opa ko ana yede ma wono no yede bo bosia yede betetu one de ka na ye ho no bia no de sa na be de no be fa ka na mfa nchew this time pull round ne de omu na kwaji the same car no value ye the same thing nti yede betetu every month bia yede betetu so there eno de metumi educate amanfo kakra ewo ho no na se bibi fufuru bi ba na president who say sambra no yen sustain no metumi nje infantum because me gituma already no say yara mabai ba me ya for 2 years man to me 1st January 2025 no me buy no man to me anya bra ya dey sisa saade ma tena wa ma nya 1 year second year so aba and then we August I feel na me beji saade ya tuma na 1.5 years so say you na wa aba me ya den na me dey sa back pay na ma sankrofo no enti dia sisi ade na akwa ye no but I hope say going forward no see to me Ghana fu hina no ye to me ye call referendum ne ka se saade ni na obi antwem o ba ka na o me de man de e me nyame anim ni e ye car loan enya de a se be o me de chiche o wakatua na wo gi no 30% na be de services a e car no na ne party anti 4 years no mo divide into every time be you pay the car loan bet na at source the bank bi na be bank no the NIB no ka say me kwa koje car no me guarantee na ma me de misika kwa koje car no me dia amaho hina na fi bosu bia me beti na ba transfer aguma account open time o bitua sa ayi no 4 years no mo yento mo divide na buy constantly to be treated and 4 years no beso no 48 months o said na na kire o mate that amount no every enti dia no so metumi aka no ho eno no
ora ma me fa se da wie na me nda wase e wo den koma watumi ne edi wo Ghana ekosa enjumede so
mi aso na damase
era se I was out the 7 former MP at the mine Pohofia say constituency honorable Edin Common 32 minutes after 4. Mami try me home ra me ba you better aso don't go away.
Fabia, now what you say, and who did you know?
Charles, I took first not that the buyer no. Semi did you chimney and no men no shame, no me boss of no me.
Wait, no excuse. Abo frat was sorry, no pa. It was so what you tree was saying. A son, where did you? Now, no, so Ediana, sorry. What you true say?
Yes, ma'am. Medical Kids toothpaste now, or the buy and run, and they treat me soon.
Why are dear? Cal Kids toothpaste, dear. Yeah, mamma, frat is someone with the infirm, you know, opimum fiancia.
That is strawberry. Na me be say me dimpo.
Debbie, yeni toothpaste. Enye tofe why? Yes, say the Kel Kids toothpaste. Bema mofra wedi enfie mienu kopi mfie nsia de atwitwiri wo mo se. Every say eboa ese a emu abotokro ana ahye epamum wawa ehase ne mana hoden mapa. Me bomoden say me the Kel Kids toothpaste bema me metwitwiri wo mo se. Abribia Kel Kids toothpaste. Emma mofra si twitwiri ye ni jese.
Kel, happy smile.
FDA aji ejodi nkrato ya tomo.
Fatimenya no.
The girlfriend.
Na me no kan ho asem no Fred. Oh, okay. Na dem. Ya ba say besra ma.
Oh, asu.
Oh ma. Mia tum. Aha, oh. Tum ne mi o. Me ba fa chem what? Hey, what is this started?
Asu, ayo tuntumo.
Ante ba ka akekoi. Ante abo we the fa chem ai. Hwe me ba this time. Me pa cho enim go asibi na aba. Ntonton. Me dem ntonton.
Mr. Amwad mo ho ba no. Ntu le me pepa.
Mosquito so. Me da se me
secrets no.
Fika ba yo. Oba tum yo boss.
Blue Label. Entuntum soja. Entuntum usro. Ekuntuntum papa.
Freya Humayso 0244 749 756 and I say 0533 164 966.
Blue Label plug it. Now we
96.7.
Ye na bo ban free enkwala huhuro wonsa wa abra wa biesu no wasan so akata so hwenti ajedwedi nkrato ya tum.
People still don't wonder.
Hey, Mami wa hin friend mami meeting ni time aso wo ye den wo kitchen ho.
Odo ye wunya botra mami. Say dey John K services adarument kitchen ha ye nika. Na enya kitchen kwa o. Offices so ye nika ye. John K services wonya ma bit say air condition, television sets, fridge, microwave and a microwave oven, kettle, blender, washing machine, gas cookers, cylinders.
Odo ye wu aye no kro. Sanwo mu ye obobodin. Wo be e bia original spare parts. With John K services. John K services in your man. I have quality. None of what's so full. I can't cool gas. And then no more hina. Yippee ajiatu. At this time, but Timothy said, Panya. Waiting now. I'm a money member. And what I cried in the Western region. Or be out on the normal John K services. No, I was John K services. I want to cry. You're not Senate office. No, and the bone shanimu. You're by Central Police Station. For John K services. I was 0244 518 159.
And you're not John K services na. Power your home, power your life.
John K services. Still,
we serve you better.
Abusia ya frame mana na hia me na me fadwumadi amatun den Ghana ekosen
nyame si yenka sese ye meka nkyere mu se ye pamche omunye ya kwan ye ka nkyere mu se mu beye omunye o MPP do no ane ye wo mamu no afiri ho.
My people, I told them, if you starve the grassroots and you come to them last minute, they'll vote against.
I just say oni ni papa o party enti ne papa ni da wo ka te wu yi wo mu now dey ofura ba wo mo ebe ba beye we
I am mobo Ghana etisika so o ma enya ohia mai nam amamua enkoyeti akomde.
I hear some people argue that we should go to IMF. Any government that goes to IMF has failed.
Juada ekosi efiada ebia jumede babo wakwemu ebra abodonko ekosi nomiensa ewo big 96.7 FM.
NDC has revolutionary roots, and that when it comes to unleashing violence, nobody can beat us in unleashing violence.
Every region we are going to build a model senior high school in the Zongo community.
If we can learn to be bold enough to restore the value of truth in our society, then we will have justice.
Government has no money, but they are bringing money out at election time. Where's that money coming from? There are two types of wicked people in government. Type 1, they eat current money. Type 2, they eat current money and future money.
This government has borrowed more money than all previous governments put together. As all of us must ask,
everyone's talking about the Ukraine war and Russia, but the reason African countries are hungry is because their ability to produce their food was destroyed by the right to dump.
Opinion leaders, Jumedia,
no, she has lost it. She's lost touch with the people. The moment technology is not used to make life easy and convenient and better for the people, you've lost it.
Umpotem sen na niema esieko nsuo no wanya bi kanea no wanya bi sen na niema tie wenu niema yebetumi edi ho nkomo se de be ya Ghana betumi afa ne to mapa efra shiame adwada ekosi efiade bra bodonko ekosi no miasa ewo big 96.7 FM waye kasa.
Hello abusuafo yɛfrɛ me agyen kwanana akokwa mpanyini nsɛm nie hyia me ɛwɔ nkranhyɛ mmerɛ so ɛwɔ big 96.7 big nkranhyɛ ɛfiri adwoada ɛkɔsi efiada anopa no ndu kɔpem awia ɛyɛ dumienu wɔ abra yɛde big nkranhyɛ nsɛm ɛde ɛbrɛ wo abra matena se nsɛm a ɛhyɛ nkran nsɛm a ɛpagya sumsum nsɛm a ɛma nkenyan ɛfutu a ɛma abrabɔpa na ɛma wasetena pa ɛna mede brɛ wo ɛwɔ mu sɛ ewiase ayɛ den ɛwɔ mu sɛ nneɛma nkɔyie ɛwɔ mu sɛ asetane mu ayɛ den ɛde nti na mese hyia me na me na wo ɛni nkɔmmɔ hyia me na yɛmfa nkranhyɛsɛm ɛmfa mmerɛ wo menku wo ho mensɛe w'abrabɔ maame ɛsiane sɛ ewiase mpanyini sɛ wonim da a wobɛwu a wonim da a wobɛyɛ yie ɛne nti na mese hyia me akokwa mpanyini sɛm ɛwɔ big 96.7 adwoada ɛkɔpem efiada na mmom kae sɛ efiada biara yɛde big ɔsɔreɛ mmerɛ ɛde bɛbrɛ wo anopa no ndu ɛkɔpem awia dumienu wɔ abra yɛne asɔre ahyia anaasɛ ankorankora bi a ɛba no anwumtoɔ mu ɛba no wɔsɔreɛ woyɛ adeɛ wobɛtumi afrɛ saa namba yi na wɔne yɛde nkɔmmɔ 0241 991 216 0241 991 216 kai ne hu sɛ mpanyini sɛ ɔbra ɛyɛ ɔko na sɛ deɛ tie biara nso no ɔbra wobɛbɔ na ɔbra nso ɛne deɛ wankasa wabɔ mene wo mmienu yɛbɛbɔ bra yɛbɛtena ase ɛne nti na mesi hyia me agyenkwana na ɛwɔ big 96.7 ɛwɔ big nkranhyɛ so yɛfrɛ me agyenkwana na enti hyia me na yɛdi abrabɔ mu nkɔmmɔ yɛntu yɛ ho fo na yɛnhyɛ yɛ ho nkran
waye kasa 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 waye kasa. It's a human song when things go wrong, when the sand of her language.
All right, I'm sure my more kwaba mo ha mo adwo emfa bre ye big FM 96.7 we obre na it exactly 40 minutes after 4 now alaji we dey tell em say MP before the crack bia ba bontin sisi na dwamugu onum na fe church mu fa church for na ye hwe ye bonzoke ne abetodwa.
Okay, we are crate free New Patriotic Party MPP Amanyoko headquarters soro ho na aba na free acting national chairman ho at the Bar Western Regional Steering Committee at the Ma MPP Amanyoko no ni na a decision or mu taking in.
All right, so I say but me can we na fe we are na o say it's from the national chairman acting at the the Western Regional Steering Committee, and the subject in a decision of National Steering Committee, and it's been copied to the National Executive Committee, Regional Elections Committee, Western Region, and then the Regional Appeals Committee, Western Region, of Honorable Bonzoke Nagaza, Oma Kopeno, or say, I write to communicate the decision of the National Steering Committee of the party taken as its meeting held on Monday, August 3rd, 2026, regarding the outcome of the vetting of the regional executive elections in the Western Region. Now, the National Steering Committee received and considered a petition submitted by Honorable Kwesi Bonzo, an aggrieved candidate in the regional elections, pursuant on Regulation 9 of the Rules and Regulation of the Conduct of the Regional Executive Committee elections. Now, following its deliberations, the National Steering Committee resolved that Honorable Kwesi Bonzo be cleared to contest the Western Regional Executive elections. Accordingly, he is hereby officially cleared to participate as a candidate in the elections. You are directed to take the necessary steps to give immediate effect to this decision and ensure full compliances with the directive of the National Steering Committee, counting on your usual cooperation. Thank you. Dankwa Bute Smith, National Chairman, New Patriotic Party acting.
ne tofa bo nyina ne se eyade se nano enseme koso MPP amanyoko no akache officer wato emantamu ha na owura bonzoke etro edekoma party headquarters no enenam so ama National Steering Committee etina asem no so ne na boss omotina asem no so wie no omachire mu se owura bonzo omakla ni bibia mu so obetumi akona wakwa contest ewo dibra na opeso ope ho beye ensem ti sisi ai ni aba ne se National Steering Committee national ansem no so ahwa CC ni nyina akla se kwasi bonzo ebetumi akona wakwa contest Western Regional Executive Elections eno so ebekoso nintinu we no directive so omudu obibia se ne ekoso yi obi ahwe na onfanya adwuma
ese no bonzo okay ojirem me candidate
yeah 20
ese no ojirem yeah ojirem you see me in the first place boy now no contest crowd so call no post me now didn't like it
no call no post no
what for obi a what so wanya hwe bo ma party edikun edinto from yes o call no post as what and the crowd for ni bisu jubility
yes that day ni crowd na before say bonzo crowd be come ya disqualify ni now move to party one office
you can imagine
no move to party
bonzo be winning hands down what they say wa
bebe ya semo western I enzema area mu ho
no the thing is that guy no too yeah men are make no we butena kasa kra nim say no oma momode job they are not they don't you want to criminals na esa ko biom no oma hwe enya be ka say takra de ha no the constituency no oma mutu be gina ye e ma ko bi wini ye no ene omu nyina san de full way for say way for na san reward omu na nya omo mambo modin na wo say yes akọ you talk about what what did you do your time what did you do shahafo mukuta 6 constituencies pe 6 constituencies MPP kuta 4 and NNDC kuta 2 mutu omo mama jiwe na executive na moteso mo say yes am be contest be what for other ya jimi
omo jini na from
what is it to Sudan himself one gasa one momode mukuta how many seats mutu man this etumi agisa 15 seats every museum na executive na some portray say yes am be what are you coming to do I don't know here
ombe jipa
you failed I'm be for 19 to now but here for so for my join chemra 0241991216 0508 mutia munni politics say never be mo for we the raha bo for politics there no you don't even know any dynamics near there to other say we must 2028 Obana hello
the boss here
eno ba ko mi ti o
my no that's my say I from the o market na attack over for the attack over and e mo bi aba so executive no mo go number 2 say now you dey change the 15,000 17,000 different
and I said
I'm not to about them mo ja ko 400 ya o ma ya there o man o mu ni free mo dey obi dey free dey to aba man na me say ya to aba dia mo ana mo ko ma bobla o price ma o ma ye ni bi antem eni ka 400 mo yi o mo free mo ma wo to na ya ka tell the say ye yi no ko free ya be to aba man then the person ni mo bi o ko to aba ko nya we say di ya ka tiri tiri executive o ba wo ni ground
yes ya o so be fremu nyina bada ma ye
da o bi ati dey so bi eni ka na win table no ko wo do aka to bi no ye say o ba to ko school ale di to ko school me Ghana chief ni na o dey ko si ye say what the you account of it so ma ro kai o give you account of it ye 2029 I have done the no ma ye mo bi abaso you will be free na for that to that the better ba ma je to ji ni so mo no wa bobla e wa tax abia I don't know ma ni top point the land ama men da wo ni dia for the ground before ma dia wi na ko mo so re e ti ko ya
but I say hello
good afternoon Pome
hello me too
abo be medin ya men kan o so man sure when you know MPP for man when you ready to about power then my mama brand MPP na la ka say o no kwalo I saw need the wa ba se no on the ground or ye pete because when say futu the most futu na wa power na ye ke again of ye le ka cho no ye bon de wo ye the tire one where you jail and walk at and then take one personality. No, it's a no. You can't Jenna want to honestly say one lesson, a man and one look at that. I'm for what would do here? It's a necessity John Draman, the Mama Vision leader. She Madina Oliver. Oh, my Ghana, since you're Ghana, well, and I'm told them from a papa no there no one form because it's the economy no there no Jimmy. Since I should road or look on hospital look on market or look on since I thought the market MPP that's not good we're too many by SSC John Dramani Mama also obesi on to force obesi and sana we fi abanim we are interchanging now one kasa overhead now with my what interchanging on we are Mama na to forcing what obesi and sana wa ba we are the honorable Karen Ama Moses wa ba be MP asese do regional minister o man him no bi ale honorable Karen Ama Moses ina Aruna
me da say hello
my name is the boss there
Mami too.
Honorable Commodore.
Honorable Mami too.
Alright. It's all better.
Oh, okay.
They like a thing. They do a no, they gas to the Japan. They keep on them people. I that is a president.
Alright.
That is president MPP
when we need
oh that was for
when we
I know my pay my working dragging down and I really to the key this is a and then to my MPP to the but I say hello good afternoon mama
Baba can tell me too
yo every day you got to watch Jumapa and every reporter we can man and Mexico the girl judgment no lawyer fedu no better my end God man Amaki the we can issue no PCD which you take for other man na yamani in yam tamako obiara ni de kanabra can I see them very no coming Bravo talking or something the only two. No, this is the new book out right and what's the way fine. Can you get only there? I'm not only because the ability shape the way the kind of work car. The young is there. Since you are watching the map, the bank to go. They walk in most almost to this car. What kind of one and $26 million for what was the original one to your daughter. She can also go to president of care. After there, I am going to wait to get company. When you special picture of the story, link up the there. Don't go to put out passport. You can't get this yellow open project. You want to go to this kind of the you don't glass there. Mama, you should be there. But once you let the look at us there, only everybody you what makes them the system? Can't you say no? That's how it is. You want to cross the year, they can't down.
But I say hello.
Alright.
I just you about your mammy too.
But
you what I'm here now, sir.
I don't know. What is the issue? If you are not clear, right?
I'm about trying.
That's a papa. There's one community. What is my thinking? People go through. Look at the jump over. You put with me. I really want to get. I'm going to go move now. I'll let you over to. I said, I want to. I took the week them with outside in the open. Then that. So, then the. I'm just going to work. Next month. Now, then, I think I'm going to go to the. amende ni de mo wono no ana ti na o ma o ni ko ko so ya o ma ti na ya ko be ni ya ko ya ko ke
ẹjẹ ti bọjọ bi tí o láì ní mú yẹn bá ọdẹ bi tí o.
láti fi hàn pé lẹ́yìn kọ́ ọ́n ọba national pọ́ńtà pẹ̀lú ẹgbẹ́ kẹ̀kẹ́ ọ̀pọ̀gbọ̀gbọ̀ tó ti di ìṣòwò ẹ̀yẹ kẹ̀kẹ́ báyọ̀ ẹ̀rọ ìgbẹ́gbẹ́ ìṣòwò ọba
Mate, meda say hello.
Good evening.
Ibrahim Amitio.
I didn't come. I give up a father who died. You need to know any of us. How would the entity day? Almost better, almost power. A kunkwa, mentality. About to a bar. Oba wo de Ghana for no. Opede oba wo nyanse no wo de for aba. Adam mo pofu da madina. About my power. Omo nye power da. Entity day wonim de wo. Papa no level no. No. I'm telling you, level no ya kwanda part. Almost same answer. Every day, almost to know. Yes, no, Mahama, ya Pedeko. Ya Pedekana, no water there. Ya Democrats. Mokrasi, no what's a Ghana. Sikadim Kuti. Almost the second papa. What in the papa?
All right. Hello. Hello.
Hello, good evening, Omai.
Abi, evening. You what do you say?
I mean, someone. Now, the time besides the more educate me 10 seconds. Then John Dramani Mama, tell me secrets. Now, the artist one now.
Debbie. So, Mutuma, no more to but no, because so cushion Ghana for Nintina Wati, so they are mom.
Make up no back, the call 11 cities. That time, yes,
yes, that time near to so.
I know, or something too recently, yeah.
And yes, so what is almost 2
now? Politicians, 1 year. Sure, look, you have betcha would be your politics, or wouldn't do outfit. You were just to further by a campaign. For a year 2000 or meet up at the time, never after town, where the happy. You know, the gun on the campaign. Oh, you'll be too. Why you did fine. We are told to buy almost a campaign, almost what? Now on 2022, you are not going to do now, some catch them that you say, also, I have done no one to true my mono. And now you're good true. A better place. So you're true while you're true. Yeah, so far, you're better so. That's what I don't know, money, what's your name? Give me here. And that was the teach me to you. After you come another time, and the come on us water. You run and top in. And then you're watching you picture. Better than another time, they are no politicians. No, now the 2028 months water.
All right. Hello.
Oh man.
Sabat Bamintu, Metamaso.
Let me tell Papa. Let me tell Honorable Commodore. All the Jacob Mama original Papa. And I came on no honorable offender. Hey, Mamma can there 17 seats in that young 15. Now, Macande, as with my pa, President Muhammad Ba, the Basansi had the 2 city account. Because as your competition is still same people, ma. And when JJ enough. Eno opposition aba MPP ahwe adwuma eno ka aye wo MPP aman ku sisi eno ko wona nka nti da madi as 2029 wa san budget and wo na 2 seats na wa kande 2029 NDC persona aja aka
but I say hello
all right
tell mama tio
mama tia was yei oni alaji tia mo pa mo hotuma o mai wo padi bi wo Sanu Kurum. Would you show the bombs more than the Fram and Yaro? The friend of Rash. What would you the gun and the killing? with your life. Rush the chow pa, the garden, no kill or a branch chairman. Okay, to be close and make kill pa, the garden, no. Oh my, young communicators and once them. Na sasa mmoja akapa metamu asisa mokasa ase ebi te se me ni yakobodo osi ebi se yempe yimvuo no omu ko radio wo bete na ko wo trenyi no ko ebi te se na bo esien ti akeke no na bo esien na ye bia wa ha o ja no den se ase esien don wo ma fine e pa na ebi gira wa ma ye communicators no so ebi ye be se wo ye wo branch no yeah, they said the education say from, and all education say more no. All the of the every man to be able, also the time you know much and cry. Because you see, I will young paying for. So we want to work national pay. My neighbor, Hamay. So, don't have and I take him to what ya, who did not open no man yet about in my. Because once a mama can be a Madam say, 100%.
Let us say hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Good evening.
Evening, but what am I saying?
Good evening, Pacific.
Chechere.
Virginia, Takati.
Me bacho with you.
Really, I mean, a amendment na where I could and I'm new program. Now, Madam, and need the Upubodo room, man, okay, Timon. I know how with every Minister of Education that the third figure. In the name of this every year school, that particular. But why the Minister of Labor needs number of retirement every year on a comfortable work of retirement? And I want to want to balance my unemployment from me.
Let us say, hello.
John Omanana.
Awo mami ti o.
Ya mo kan Juma. Ama de me mi che go jam le papa we fantastic program with Brazil. Ama bu Joseph na se de mo be am kan no. Na fantastic chemondolo. Ya mi am ke se papa. Me de Omanana. Ye bo George Amana mama na ba papa there. Yin tima odana tinamfo. Nkanka drivers. Maybe the petrol you are seeing here, the opposite. Just the man, mama, it's a way you need to. This is just the water. Two cities, so they should know. You need to tell them. Each other, you just a mama, or your president, and then the finisher. Good true, papa. Yeah, maybe the manana. The May, expression, send me on the working. Why am young there? Is that traveling so many years? Is that reduce so many years? What more pension in the pension pay? If you are a politician within a short time, I'm not a parliament or say, one person, or you don't know why you don't know, or 4 years or woman that guy should do. He other woman down worship, papa. In the people, so I'm one agenda. You are about to attend this, you are about to attend this show. Tell me about that. People say, don't be a man of my back. It's a damn to your trial. Because Aisha, for no, catalytic for a kind of dream that when I'm the man, I'm not saying that people in that day, the more you're in that, you be churchy. What you do for your love, whatever way chances. You know, because one bring you more. There's no one yet, Juma. And I'm not only your own time because I'm not your taxes. You know what you tell what come. No one shows him no for him to Juma. Into what you want them on our fire, Papa. Actually, although one could to join the man, Mama. In the NDC, over there, every people from the one could there. What I'm a dog.
All right, last caller. Hello.
Hello, I'm
and Carl's Uncle Bessie.
Maybe I'm saying. My fellas. Masam ko sa magkano man. Tibe ni mo ana wa ni na. Nje saga. Oya dai for mo pa MPP NDC da go election go. O sa me, e ka yamma NDC fo ba ye, e ka yamma NDC fo na mo. Asam ko sa magkano politician ni wa jumo. Yeah, my mom is okay. If you know what is coming when I'm in the
But I say, I will dear, also so wait to me at the Abba, my main for NC. Sorry, I'm a fan yesterday trading enterprise. Obnom kofa blue label electric mosquito repellent at the bar a German so na same in says so between me na what done na hoa and one of monsaka a blue label electric mosquito repellent ne between me a packed comes with a charger and 2 liquids. It's also affordable and very easy to use. It's also odorless, smokeless and safe for the entire family. Over to me a friend 0244749756 and 0533164966. You can also go to my brother supermarket and Wako GB and so watching Natural Health Center. Also say cataract, glaucoma, pterygium, mature of eye, blurry vision and cloudy vision. But any sem na when ni a problem. Baby also do any fa watching Natural Health Center. One more naji a year behind a year Palina Gardens. And I just it wa Oko Kumasho more swami behind the post office. A crowd more la pass a Santibe Quai. Techiman de Sempa. Now the only thing say one more trans Monday to Saturday, Monday to Friday, no more start 8:30 to 5 p.m. No more pong. Wow. My number is 050-099-0702. From now more show when in farmer. Yeah, now what didn't so ready August month mo. Wow, team in Kadu Fidie 2 big FM. You ready show? No nyoka say mama chia mama Judith Tanan wa boade tema plant woni administration for na simple man who older class station Michelle papa and afi brother written and ponsa also now software would da asafwa a friend Church of Christ and so no takwade etiefo nyina mode Fidie 2 big FM. Ready shamu na onye mukasiye Alhaji or black market or bazongo kokos for the NDC and afi mama monya tre ntieso se yero na mo ranch e mama nyina mo tumi atiebi se de be ya mokoto abana obetumi ahweso na mo de ato aba oti Alhaji Razak Masere enka wono enso ebe famu a chese wodi December 2 dwa DJ Lopez technician on duty edi am just so and your man and from the boss player. You are Yadumocha, yes, show on the same station, same frequency, same time. Have a great evening.
Why KASA? 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 Why KASA?
96.7 FM. More than 60% of your body. That means the safe nature of water you drink is a big deal. If water is life, then you have to value water like how Philnook Enterprise values and preserves water for its clients. Individuals, families, business organizations can count on us for safe drinking water anytime, any day. We deliver all kinds of mineral water, including special ice, Bell Aqua, Voltic, Awake, and Narrow mineral water. We also deal in